No, but it's the no, but it's key point Syndra is still top, and they know it. Set immediately goes in. Jarvan immediately puts him in the back. Has no follow-up. Kaisa is able to get the Jarvan down. The wombo combo from the Diana is able to get them all come together. The kill on the double kill onto the Ornn, and the Triss is getting resets. And with the Kaisa and the Triss are cleaning up the Triss kill. And Kaisa, that's what we were talking about there.
Also, none of them have a way over this wall except for Jarvan and Zero. So if they get caught in the pit, they're dead. They're trying to get them out, but they're just gonna walk in. Syndra flashes into a dangerous spot, presses the R button on to, I believe, set, and doesn't do anything from it. And unfortunately, like that fight, it kind of didn't matter because the feeling didn't pick up.
I don't know what happened there. I wish I'd seen that. However, these towers going down. These boys are going to have to fight soon. The second tower is going to go down. It is now a fight for the game, boys. Bullet time coming out. Bullet time. Double kill on the MF. Diego is going crazy though. They weren't able to get him. Triple kill on the MF, and now the resets coming out for Diego. This is exactly what they needed. Triple kill on the Tristana. Kaisa able to shut down the MF. And CBT able to get those resets from the Viego. That's exactly what they're going to do. Ornn is already caught out of position. Ornhorn is going to come out, is going to land on two. Kaisa is going to run away. However, Beef Boy is caught, and now the rest of the team is on top. The Kaisa goes down. Beef Boy fighting for his life. Tiger is here. Tiger does not kill the Alistar. There we go. Alistar is down. Gragas running for his life. They're not able to secure the kill. A little bit of an insane sloppy fight. However, they are opting to push mid. They're not even going to push this tower. What are they doing? Just push. What are you guys doing? You teleport. Then Tiger teleports back to middle lane. I don't understand. What is going on? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Master Glider, joined by my wonderful commentary partner, Augite, my partner in crime. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. How about you?
I just came back from a giant fishing trip, caught a butt ton of fish with my children. I've got a lot of cleaning of fish to do before I eat them, but doing great. We have Soulkeeper being our producer with some banging music choices tonight for our wonderful best of three. Yes, I said that. Best of three tonight for the tiebreaker to decide second place between the same boys and girls that were slugging it out last week, TD Bring Your Own Brom and CB Tabernacle, going at it for round two, this time to determine who gets the second place. What's your thoughts going on tonight? What do you want to see?
I want to see something other than Tristana. Talked about it earlier. How maybe now in this best of three, maybe we'll see some other Tristana. But I mean, I just hope we see some other Tristana. And from Jester, just something other than the Vigar and the what was it, the first game?
It was
Ari?
a Syndra. It was a Syndra. It was a Syndra, and
Yeah.
the end of the Tristana didn't work so well. Yeah, I'll be interested to see if they decide to let the Tristana through again. Obviously, we're gonna get started going in the draft. I would love to see the Snake Lady come out, but instantly again back to same old two that we saw last time. See the Yasuo band, see the Panth band, Udyr bands. These guys have already kind of gotten to know each other. They're already scouting each other. They just played each other last week. So we'll have to see if there's going to be any adaptations. Maybe that Tristana band comes out, or maybe they got a better counterpick for it. Maybe see if they're going to deny the Kaisa, which I believe CBT played every game. But instead, we see the Makai band out. We see the Forest band out. Keynote here: there will be no of the new champion. Unfortunately, Nefari is not available until the finals. So that will be the first time that we'll see that champion on the rip. We do see TDBYOB adapting, and they steal the Kaisa away. Interesting choice to note here. CBT did have, because of their game overall matchup time, since there's a little bit faster, they opted to choose red side starting out. They come back with Misfortune and Rel. And interesting adaptation, kind of taking picks from each other and playing what some were playing last week. So that's interesting to see. Are we going to see the Nautilus here with this Kaisa?
No. That depends. To be honest, every time someone picks Rel, they usually just pick someone who's anti-engage. So if they do pick Nautilus here, I'd be pretty shocked.
You can also see the Terror come out here as well. It's been another popular pick into Rel to kind of counter her engage. We do see the Mumu, which worked great for TDBYOB in the second game, piloted in the jungle, obviously. Was not a support Mumu. We could still see a support Mumu, but I'm doubting with that Rel setup there that's going to be a support.
Nah, that wouldn't be the move there. If that had been anyone else, maybe we could be seeing that, but nah, not with the Rel. Rel's whole thing is to go in and get that team fight started, or go in with the top laner or the jungle, depending on who's the engage, and get that fight started. So I doubt they'll pick a move into that.
We do see a Zyra. I was expecting to say a Morgana, but a Zyra is a little bit more of a spicier pick than the Morgana, with the way that Zyra is going to play into that particular matchup. But this is going to be a heavy poke matchup down bot with the Kaisa and the Zyra. There's a lot of pushing power there early. The MF and the Rel, even though Rel wants to go all in, if she gets poked out so much by the Zyra starting out, is really going to put her into territory where she's already half health before the fight starts. And then we'll have to see here. I would maybe look to secure jungle here.
Most likely. But honestly, as long as I don't see the Tristana or nothing like that, good choice in the Jarvan, though. Honestly, when you're up against Zyra, someone like Jarvan is probably going to be the best pick here. He gets back there. He gets on top of Kaisa and Zyra, locks them both down, forces Zyra to use the ultimate on him, down the whole team. It's a pretty good choice.
We just see the continuance. We see the Tristana actually banned out from the side of TDBYOB. So it looks like they said, "No, we're not having any of this Trist like we did last time. We're gonna put you on something different." The Malphite has been, I think, been banned out on just about every time we've seen TDBYOB on stream. The Malzahar ban coming out, and then the Mordekaiser. So this opens things up. We know that iSmurf on Zed loves to play Zed. He actually went crazy the one time somebody let him have it. I think he had like a 16 kill game, 2 death, 12 assists or something. But he had a pretty good Zed game going on there. So the door is now open a little bit for that Zed pick. Although with a Jarvan and a Rel and a Misfortune, it can be kind of hard to get his team to bite off on. Yeah, I can play this. Although Diana is certainly still on the table, they do opt for the more range kind of option with Syndra, which now opens the door on BYOB's side of how do they want to play into this Syndra. Do they want to play safe? And there's only a couple options that can stay kind of consistently out of Syndra's range, or do they want to play all in, which is the preferred approach in playing against Syndra? Retake something like the Kassadin, the Lissandra. I'm happy to see Lissandra back in the field. Glad to see she's coming back out. I was fixing to say either Lissandra or LeBlanc, and then they went ahead and took Lissandra there. So I like where BYOB is heading. They are lacking a little bit on the tanky side. Lissandra could kind of be a pseudo tank with an ultimate, but Zyra is not going to get there, and so it'll be kind of interesting to see. The Ornn has been taken away from them this time, so are they going to play something big and chunky up top? Maybe a Mundo would kind of fit with what they're going with as a big frontline sponge damage. But what are you thinking on? What do you want to see from these top laners?
Personally, again, depends what they're trying to do here. I was about to say it was going to either be Sion or Shen. If they wanted the big tanky guy, they could pick Mundo, or they could pick the engage expert who is Sion. He presses R, he goes in, that's what he does. Follow that up with the Mumu and the Lissandra. That's all you really need. I was gonna say Shen if they wanted to put more of the focus on Kai'Sa being a carry here, because Shen can split push, do team fights, all they can do whatever he needs to do. So I was gonna say Shen, but they went with Sion in this one. So
Right.
Great pick. I mean, their team is looking like pretty good right now.
BYOB has a good front to back. They have good engage. Lissandra's got a go button. The Mumu's got a go button. The Sion's got a go button. On the other side here, CBT opting for the Tahm Kench. And so that is, I think, the first time we've seen Tahm Kench on stream for IBS League. I don't think we've seen the TK come out from anybody else from IBS yet. So it'll be interesting to see how Tahm Kench is played. I'm a big fan of the Catfish. However, TK can go one of two ways. He either destroys and saves his team, or he just overextends and consistently dies. Don't really see any middle ground there. So we'll have to kind of see how this TK plays out. However, we got this first match coming out. Predictions are now live. Remember, we've changed it to 5 minutes on predictions to kind of get those into play. So, who do you think in this first game?
BYOB to win, just because I like their team. I like the team a lot. I like the Zyra pick. You know, Zyra recently got buffed, and I am enjoying the fact that that's happened. I like Zyra a lot. I think she needed a lot more love. I hated when they reworked her so her plants only attacked targets that she auto attacked. I thought that was terrible. I think they should go back to just priority targeting champions. But you know what? I'm not a developer, so they don't care what I think. Yeah, I like the front to back from BYOB here. CBT also great team. I'm a little iffy on the Kench, to be honest with you. I don't know if that was the call here, but it looks like they just want to kind of just get in this fight and try to kill as quickly as they can. They've set up, honestly, for the Misfortune to have enough space for her to have the bullet time come out. Like, if Jarvan and Kench get in here along with the rail, I don't think anyone's going to be diving into the back for misfortune with all three of them.
Well, you had the
in your
Lysandra,
face.
right? She could claw in and kind of avoid that to getting close to the MF to either ult around her or ideally to ult her as she's fixing to use bullet time. And that's kind of how mid is going to have to play this match into the misfortune. Is the Lysandra is kind of the key. The Zyra ult can knock out the misfortune, but it does require the Zyra to kind of be in close. And Mumu, while it'd be nice to get in the misfortune, it's going to be a little bit hard to get to the MF when you have a Jarvan Rel and a Tom Kench joining on there. So the linchpin of this is Jester on Lysandra. Can he get to the MF to stop it? And then versus the other side, can the Syndra, which is really the only one that kind of can prevent Lysandra from getting up close with a well-timed stun and ultimate combo, can she not get that consistently to keep the MF out of danger? So that'll be kind of the linchpin of what's going on there. I think you're right. I think looking at this just on paper, TDBYOB has a better front to back combination. They've got more ways to get to the MF, whereas this Kai'Sa on the other side, the Jarvan's going to have to play interesting angles. The Rel's going to have to play interesting angles to try to get on top of that Kai'Sa, because I fear the Kai'Sa is going to kind of be left unchecked going into this game. So I like that where Crockpot's at here on this Kai'Sa. They took it away and didn't allow CBT to have the Kai'Sa this time, and instead Crockpot's going to be on it. I want to see Crockpot go ham. He did actually play really good on the MF last week in game 2. Kind of got bullied in that first game. Unfortunately, he never got the kills he could have gotten early on, but we're fixing to see game 1, guys. Game 1 coming to you live here shortly. I believe we can now go into break, and we will see you again on the Rift in a couple minutes.
Hold on. Before we go to break, let's just get this out the way. Guys, we come here with you every week, and this week again, we're sponsored by Coachify.gg. Coachify.gg is a new platform for esports coaches to track their students and grow their business. With 0 commissions and free to join, it's the perfect tool for coaches who want to level up. So, you want to get better? Click the link wherever it may be. Type in your search bar. You know how to use the internet. You're grown. Coachify.gg. All right. So, yeah. And with that, we're going to go to break, and we'll see you guys in a few minutes.
Gentlemen, welcome back to game 1 of CBT versus TDBYOB. Gentlemen, welcome back. I have been authorized to tell you we'll be playing a little bit of a game this evening on the side. I am to incorporate movie quotes into my play this evening, and if you correctly guess the movie, then Vish is going to award you points. I don't know if she's awarding everybody who guesses in chat or just the first person. But some way or the other, somebody's getting some points if they can correctly guess the movie in which my movie quote comes from. And I know a lot of movies, so we'll have to see if you guys can guess it and if I can work them in correctly. So just seeing a standard 5 points starting off. A good note here from the adaptation of CBT side. MF has opted, thank goodness, to start with Longsword and not Doors.
Yeah. All right, hold on, real quick. Let me just ask you: can I start doing this? Cause can I do that too? Cause I'm just be honest with you, I'm starting quoting anime movies, and no one's gonna get it.
We do see cheeky play down bottom automatically. Zyra did catch them, and the poke damage is there from the rel. And EMF already chunked down here to a little bit above where they would like to see their health pools at starting out. So Zyra is able to get a little bit of poke damage on there, and I'm not certain Rel wants to stay this close to going to take more of that damage, but we'll have to see if that comes back to haunt them. I think you have to talk to Vish to bring that up. I'm doing it for this evening, so it's on me this evening, but maybe you could do it tomorrow.
All right, cool. Not gonna lie to you. You guys are gonna get Bleach quotes. Which movie? I don't know. You don't know either. I guarantee you don't. You don't remember the Bleach movies. Anyway, the bot lane. That is just a quick glimpse into the future of this lane. Constant harassment. They should just be happy that Zyra didn't buy a tier. Because honestly, this is gonna be brutal. Meanwhile, in all the other lanes, just auto attacks, just getting passed back and forth. Couple licks onto the robot from Tom.
We are seeing Jarvan kind of sneaking around. Is Jarvan gonna get by without being seen? I do believe they spotted the Jarvan. However, the Kaisa not quick enough to get back. She does flash away. However, MF says, "Good, bad. I'm the guy with the gun."
Yeah, that was really? That was kind of seemed too out. Never mind. Anyway, yeah, Jarvan attempted to EQ where Kaisa was going. Kaisa flashed, but didn't flash soon enough. Last auto attack got him. Sad life. So Jarvan is taking Scuttle. Kaisa's on his way back. Just waiting for stuff to happen in this game. Jarvan is in the mid lane, but it looks like he's just gonna recall. No ganks on the Lysandra, because I believe he walked over a ward. Meanwhile, the frog and the robot are having it out.
Saying hi to Tom Kench, and Tom Kench just looking back and saying, "I'll have a taste." Just kind of feeling each other out here. These guys got a little personal last time around. A little love up top. Never hurt anybody.
I mean, unless it's like a Rengar top, then it hurts everybody.
It's just a Rengar top, yeah. But we're keeping it fair. No Rengar Ivern combos, thankfully. Nobody running anything crazy, cheeky like that.
No, true. Yeah. We don't know. We have 3 games tonight, guys. We may see something crazy. We do see, again, the Zyra saying hi to the Rel, followed by Miss Fortune just kind of, I think, missing her combo there. And Kaisa already has kind of a little bit, I guess, of a pseudo lead, but she's already been back and she's got the long sword, so she does have the extra item. However, that'll vastly change because MF did get that first blood. And so, again, in chat, if you hear a movie quote from myself, shout out the name of the movie in the chat, and to earn 200 LXE. So, yeah. And I already mentioned one that nobody caught, apparently, except for myself. I know, right? Like, I don't know.
I made that one also super easy.
No. Also, just to let everybody know, LXC See, cash is not real money. Don't come at us trying to spend it like real money. We're just gonna look at you like we don't know what you're talking about.
This is true. I tried to
wanna...
spend my 10K cash on various products, and I was told no. Meanwhile, again here, just a little posturing from the MF. She went up to harass a little bit. Zyra kind of missed her Q setup and went a little wide. She wasn't able to land it, and so again, just kind of pushing the tower really quick, just pushing him back here. I'm surprised Jungle hasn't made her way. His way over here yet from the side of Amumu. He's still just farming away.
Yeah, absolutely no presence from the Amumu, but to be 100% fair to him, I don't think any lane has been in a position where he can do anything, except for right now, but Jarvan is also here.
However, Mumu goes in. I don't think his team was in position for that, although the Q does fall off from the Rel. The Rel is trying to run away. The Mumu does flash, and unfortunately, the combo flash from the Jarvan will unfortunately get the rest of Kai'Sa's life taken away from her, and that is a quick double kill. I think Mumu was a little too close there. I don't think he pinged for bot side, so Zyra and the Kai'Sa were not ready for that. He went a little bit too...
were not.
No, they weren't paying attention.
Zyra flash to get that E off. The E that only hit the rail. Zyra flash to do that.
Unfortunately. This will put a double kill on the MF as well as securing them that first dragon. And yikes. A little bit of a misplay there from Mumu. We do see the claw come in from Lysandra. She will claw EW forward into that Syndra to get some damage in. Syndra has built herself a little bit of a CS lead, and the Jarvan is hovering there, so I don't expect the list to go back in. Meanwhile, Jarvan just kind of hovering there still, while the top just continuously saying hi to each other.
I don't think they want this.
Here comes the drag. Here comes the Syndra follow-up with the ultimate. The Lysandra will ult back and then flash away. Ooh, almost a good play from the Lish. Waited a little bit to queue back into that. Unfortunate, and it does cost her ultimately taking her life and putting that kill on the Syndra. So almost a kill on the Jarvan, but unfortunately she wasn't able to secure it. Jarvan, 4 assists starting out. 8-minute game. That's what you want to see from your Jarvan.
Yeah, Jarvan's doing what he's built to do. Gank. And this is unfortunate because Amumu has the same capabilities, but Amumu is just not there when he needs to be.
Not there, and unfortunate not getting the CS lead. Same level, almost same CS.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing stopping Amumu from doing the same thing that Jarvan doing, except he's just not there.
The Rel here being sneaky on this side. Here comes the ultimate. The Syndra lands a stun. The Rel's going to jump on top. Lysandra is walking away from this one, however, able to make sure she was too close to that tower for them to kill. So Rel wasted a bit of time there. Bot able to push the tower but not get any damage onto the MF. And now we see the Rel still hanging around after she's warded the Herald. So good adaptation from CBT this time. They're playing a lot more aggressive, a lot more around the mid than the last time with the Tristana. But now BYOB has responded by sending its support as well to start this Herald
in the mid lane.
And put the Kai'Sa in the mid lane with the MF bot. So unfortunately for them, with the MF free farming the bot, she might get a lot of work done on that tower, if not outright kill it. Meanwhile, looks like lag and drag from Jarvan. He said, "Nah, I'm good. I can't take this. I'll walk away. You guys can have the Herald. That's fine. I'll let you guys go ahead and take that one." So BYOB able to secure it. MF is just banging away on this tower. Just gonna take place where she can. She does have a little bit of lead there. She's already got Collector as her first item, which is. When you got a lead like that, I can see getting Collector first on your ultimate to help secure kills quicker. We do see them now rotating back bot, but however, Kaisa, you do not want to be the first one there. Mumu landing the Q, landing the E combo. Here comes the Scion. Scion ult. Scion following out. The knockup is coming, but this is a tanky catfish.
I think Tom is just going to walk out.
He's not just going to sit there and die. He's just going to walk away. So yeah, that's what happens when you try to gank. It's just a giant fish up top. However, they used the Herald. They used everything they had. Fish walked away. However, now here comes Shelly to get some more damage in. And BYOB is putting a lot of emphasis on here. I don't know, Mumu, but that was going to work out, but Mumu decided to Q into the tower, into the Tahm Kench, and Tahm Kench said thank you very much.
That was definitely not something they wanted to do. Like, he did not ping that. He did not say, I'm doing this. That was definitely, he let his intrusive thoughts win there. I'm sorry. He let his intrusive thoughts win there.
Cyan radioed back to his team and said, Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah, definitely. No, Mumu did that on his own. Oh, man. I think everyone who voted for BYOB is about to lose some points here. Because that was not the way. Meanwhile, mid lane has Rail and Jarvan heading kind of hovering. They're more kind of towards the bot lane now because
Zyra does land. Bullet time is out immediately, but the ultimate was there. However, Kaisa saw 1 second of them guys coming over that ward and walked away and didn't commit. So unfortunately, what started out as a good play on the MF turned into the Zyra getting just absolutely run over by the Rail and the Jarvan, and there was nothing Kaisa could really do about that. I did drop another movie quote out there. We'll have to see if anybody responds and takes up that challenge. But again, up top, the Tahm Kench and the Scion are just going at it, smacking each other repeatedly, trying to establish dominance. Neither health bar is really a concern at this point. They just smacking away at each other. Meanwhile, Sandra had E-clawed in and W'd, but then the man, the myth, the legend, the Rel showed up, and now the Mumu is gone. The Jarvan flagon drags in on top, and down goes the poor little Rel, but not before Mumu picked up the kill on
poor Syndra. Yeah, Syndra went down. Mumu got the revenge kill. Yay, Mumu. But then he died. I don't know that was the fight they wanted. Lissandra ult had been down earlier from when Syndra ulted her earlier in the lane, and she ulted to protect herself when they were getting the drag before they got the dragon. So I don't think that was the way. That was the way either. Also, I've been watching Mandalorian. If you haven't noticed, I keep saying the way. I'm not sorry. Anyway. Yep, Rail and Zyra about to run into each other. But looks like Zyra does not want any of that smoke. Yep. Miss Fortune is just in the mid lane.
Miss Fortune, she's not she's just waiting for her team. She's just posturing. She's 3-0. She's got a collector. She knows she can play with the Kaisa. And she knows that she's just got to sit here and wait for her team so she can collect even more kills. It is 9-1. We are 14 minutes into this game. CBT's up, good 3K and 3K where you want it, really. I mean, Jarvan hasn't really taken any kills. He's put the kills on the Syndra. He's put the kills on the MF. We will see top continuously just Lathanor and Stay Frosty just want to fight. Okay, they are here to just go at it toe-to-toe, just beating each other. I believe Stay Frosty is starting to win this fight. He does have 2 kills. He does already have his Sunfire going along. Oh no, his Sunfire isn't done yet.
No,
he ain't completed it yet.
Sion has oh wow.
We do see the Flagon Dragon immediately coming out. Zyra will back off. Mumu did secure the stun on there in the Q. And unfortunately, I think Jarvan went a little bit earlier. Meanwhile, Syndra is just absolutely taking it to the Sandra. However, her ult got negated by the Sandra's ult, and then the Sandra flashes away. We do see the Rel checking the juggle. She has found the Mumu. Rel is asking if Mumu needs an extended warranty on the car. Flag and drag coming out on the Mumu. Here comes the fish. Here comes the knight. Here comes the misfortune. Here comes the stun from the Mumu. Down goes the Rel. Cyan is now here. Cyan is now chasing a catfish. The catfish is going to ult himself over the wall, however, and Cyan will not be able to get his full meal that he wanted. Unfortunately for him, but good Lord, that's Syndra. She was trying to back away. Lysandra just walked in, and already Lysandra comes back to the lane in a position where she can't trade now. She can't trade with Syndra. She's already at half. She's already being chunked out. Now she has to claw away and start clawing in, even though the Syndra does take a tower shot for her efforts. So we do see the Lysandra and the Syndra both opting for the Liandry's. Which, I mean, there is 2 tanks on this team. I can understand the Liandry's from the side of the reasoning. Although, as a Lysandra player, even with the tanks here, your job is not to kill tanks in this. Your job is to assassinate the MF. So Luden's, I think, would have been the better play here from the list side. But I understand it with the double tank setup.
You're not wrong. In fact, I was kind of confused by it because I'm pretty sure that that's exactly what Zyra is going to go for too, is the Liandry's. But, I mean, if that's what, Lysandra wants to do, that's what Lysandra wants to do. I think he personally want to just blow up Misfortune and Syndra. But hey, whatever. Jester's playing here. He can play his game, live his life. Meanwhile, speaking of living lives, it looks like CBT is going to go ahead and pick up this Rift Herald. There are 4 members.
They've got it started, but everybody here is posturing. We might see a play here made by Mumu. He is going to target the catfish for a stun. I'm not certain the catfish is the guy you want to. He does splash ultimate into the team. The Scion is not here though. The Scion, I don't know what the Scion is doing. The Scion's walking away. The Mumu's walking away. The Kaisa is all by herself. I'm not certain what happened there. The Kaisa is gonna go bye-bye. I don't know what was going on there, but yeah, the Kaisa just kind of got put in a bad position there. The Scion and the Zyra, I think they called off the fight after the Kaisa had already ultimate in. They didn't see the Syndra coming in, and so that is going to cost him Herald. That is potentially going to cost him Dragon. And Lysandra is already chunked down to 25% health. She is going to put her E on top and run away. However, this Syndra is saying, you are not getting away that easy. Come back here and fight like a man. And she will kill the Lysandra.
Yeah, that's them tier 2 boots coming in and play for Syndra there. Caught pretty much back up to Lysandra and committed that murder that we all just watched. You're all implicit. You're all implicit. Anyway, Dragon is going to go down. Red team is not a surprise. It shouldn't be. Misfortune's here. This is going to be a Mumu.
Yeah, Mumu is going to get the land of stun on the Misfortune. However, Mumu is alone. Mumu has no help. Mumu is just going to fall away, and that is a sad mummy life.
Also, they all backed away to give that kill to MF. Oh my! No, you saw that. They all moved away from Mumu.
They 100% are making sure the MF and the Syndra get kills. The Rel kind of made a mistake on that one. But yeah, they're all about feeding their mid and their bot kills as you should. You shouldn't be a greedy kill-mongering, cutting them off like certain people we know that might be producing this evening.
I knew you were going there as soon as you started too. But you know what? I'm gonna let you cook because that's between you and that dude you're talking about who may or may not be named Soulkeeper. All right.
Speaking of cooking, by the way, we do need to bring up another point that you just reminded of. The Scout 666 is playing Juggle tonight because Honey Badger is enjoying his 30th birthday. I'm hoping they're getting drunk somewhere and not thinking a thing about this game this evening. So happy birthday, Honey Badger. You go do Honey Badger things.
Yeah. Happy that to him. Does suck though that his team may not be like, hey man, you were going and we won, because so far that's not looking like where this is going.
only turned 30 once. Enjoy it.
I mean, I agree. I agree with you. Go ahead. Let him do his thing.
I would like to point out for those watching in chat that while I cannot do Chinese opera, I can do English opera. We will see some damage coming out onto the Lathanor. The MF and the Rel are fighting. However, here comes Mumu. He does land the stun. Quickly, Tom Kench gets his MF out of trouble and Elixir. However, the bullet time is coming out. The collector isn't going to collect anybody. Well, the Mumu does get the Rel, but then the MF is going to collect the Mumu, and then the Tom Kench is going to finish off the Kaisa. The Scion is now by himself in this tower. We do see the Zyra getting back into the action. She does get a route into the tower. However, they're just going to walk away. MF is going to heal. She's going to say, that's okay. I can take these hits from the tower. I have teammates. Tom Kench. What a nice Tom Kench that was. Ate his MF, got her out of damage. He was able to recollect herself and then just go to town. Meanwhile, the Syndra is going to wait in a push for the Syndra and say, you don't get to play today. Sorry.
Oh, man. I hate to see it, but man, do I love to see it, too. That sucks for Jester. But that was great to see. I know we all enjoyed that. Good old classic assassination, League of Legends, Death Bush. Don't walk in the bushes unwarranted, fool. Anyway, Baron's going down to CBT because who was going to stop them?
Absolutely nobody. Jester, I feel you. I'm a Lissandra player. I have close to 2,000 games on Lissandra. I do not like this. Have never enjoyed the Syndra matchup. Because of what just happened right there. So, it sucks with Lissandra. You kind of have to play it to where you're playing with the team, and if you're not playing with the team, that tends to happen with the Syndra matchups. I feel your pain, Jester. I know it well. You just kind of have to be there for the team fights, unfortunately, and give up some farm. We do see.
He could have picked Cassidy if he was that scared.
The problem with Cassidy into this particular fight was he was probably afraid of the Tom Kench and the Rel taking and putting the smackdown on him. Although I do like the Cassidy better in that fight, and it kind of would have done the same thing with the Q being able to silence it. It's kind of a hard game for BYOB at this point. I mean, the MF got off to a really great start. Miscommunication from the Mumu and the Zyra. And the Scion just, he's just been having fun with the in his own, little lane, but the rest of the lanes have just kind of like been in trouble and under siege. However, Scion is going to go. They are catching Jarvan out of position. Jarvan flashes away. However, the bullet time comes out and just instantly collects the Kaisa and the Zyra are going to fall. The knock-up on the Scion, but this Scion is going to die here in a second. They are just kiting it back. They're running away. That MF, that combo, they thought they had a free Jarvan. He ults and flashes away, and MF just says, thank you for playing. But the Syndra didn't even have to show up for the fight. Syndra's just sitting here. She's just got a tower. She's just, I'm going to take this inhib. Liz can't fight me. Meanwhile, the rest of the range are going down. She still got the Baron, and they're just chipping away, taking towers, taking inhibs. BYOB is just kind of bleeding and kind of in a position where they're in a tough spot. They're down 18k gold now, 24 minutes, 21 kills. CBT is not messing around this game. The MF is now 9-0. She's got her collector. She's got her IE. She actually went for an interesting choice on this other item, which, I mean, I'm seeing it. It's.
I don't know why Bloodthirst.
I don't know what to say about this.
I don't know. I don't think Bloodthirst is a good item. Just to rework for that one. I don't think that's a good item choice. Syndra's just gonna leave. Just doesn't want a chance that. Could have definitely killed Zyra there. Possibly could have killed Scion with a little bit of work, but doesn't want to chance it. Just gonna go ahead and leave. That's Chemsol. That's Chemsol for CBT.
That is Chemsol for CBT. They are in the driver's seat. Got a big lead. They just got to play around it. And at this point, I hate to say it, but if they just push mid as a team, I don't don't see how BYOB fights it.
Honestly, if they just do what they've been doing and just do the 1-3-1-1 again, there's nothing they can do. Like, they don't have a response to Tom, which, by the way, I was thinking that was going to be the black sheep of the picks here, but no, Tom has come through clutch for them multiple times.
It's not so much the Tom. It's more, I think, the mid lane matchup. Jester was never able to get in a good fight where he could even fight with the team. He was just bullied by the Syndra, and really got crushed. Unfortunately.
I want to talk about that. I want to talk about the Mumu, and I want to talk about Jester's Lissandra. Everyone else, yeah, go ahead. Y'all can cook, but we need to talk about them. Because
you see the posturing on the side from the Scion. However, that means that there's nobody in the front line. The Jarvan now is going to run in there, jump on top. Ultimate's coming out. Mumu fires out, but bullet time is out. Bullet time has already collected one. She's going to flash forward. She's going to take another kill. The Syndra is going to finish off the Mumu. They're in the tower hitting Lissandra, saying, "This is our game. Here's the insult." And down goes BYOB. Down goes the Nexus turn.
Yeah, man. All right. That's game 1, CBT. That is a surprise to nobody. After a little bit, we all saw that one coming. The Syndra was 7-1. That MF was 10-0. And Jarvan was 2-0 and Tom was 4-0. Yeah, we're not surprised by this. And for everyone who won your predictions, I'm surprised. We all bet on BYOB. We thought that was what was happening.
Well, actually, I won 532 points, sir. I'll take my points.
Astro, shut up. Shut up, dog. Not the time. Not the top. Yeah. Congrats to everybody except for Astro, because I'm a hater. Congrats to everybody who won those predictions right. But yeah, man, can we talk about this?
I liked BYOB's team fight. I really did. I like their concept. I like what their goal was going to be, but their execution. They had 2 lanes that needed help early. I'm a Liss main. I know the struggle against Syndra. I need my Mumu to be there early. I need him to get the Lissandra ahead, and didn't see the Mumu mid at all. And then again, bot side, that's your aggressive side. You didn't see Mumu anywhere the first.
Exactly, that's the issue. They were nowhere in this game,
and that was big, because by the time Mumu could even get to a fight, CBT was already 4-0. They already had kills mid. They had kills bot. The Jarvan just kind of being able to get early pressure when you already had a lead, a lane that needs help early on to stay ahead of the Syndra, and then your aggressing lane. Not that Scout was in any shape or form, just kind of he got in the game later on, but yeah, need more aggression early. I hope BYOB will get into a better spot, get Scout in a better earlier jungle next time rather than Mumu. He never looked comfortable. And then what do you say about bot? I mean, just MF just got an early lead and she never let it go.
And that was the worst part, because I thought, honestly, that bot lane, I was leaning heavily towards BYOB for that one, man. So I'm very surprised how it ended up like that. I'm gonna be honest. The first loss was because the first time they died was from a gank from Jarvan. They got the assistance they needed to take their stance in the lane and be powerful. The second time they died was all in a Mumu. That engage onto the MF with the rail and the Jarvan right there.
And the Zyra and the Kai'Sa were nowhere near. He just kind of went in by himself. That had to be a miscommunication. He had to be. I know he was positioning to come back with the, but I don't know if the Zyra and the Kai'Sa. I'd be interested to kind of hear what was going on there, because they should have at least gotten the Rel and maybe the EMF, but unfortunately it turned into the Mumu getting butchered and then the Kai'Sa dying right after, and now your MF is 3-0. She's an item and a half ahead, and then you're playing towards Herald. And you're leaving that Kai'Sa alone in either bot against MF that she's going to lose to, or she's in mid and she can't fight the Syndra that early. So Yeah, interesting choice from BYOB. Like I said, I love their team comp. I love what they were trying to do. But I need to see more early aggression and better decision from the jungle. And unfortunately, I need better decision from Jester, especially against a Syndra. It's already a tough matchup. But when you're behind like that, you need to stay safe. You need to kind of play with the team and kind of give way to some of the CS. Unfortunately for Jester, he got abused. That Syndra just straight up bullied him, and then every time he showed up in lane, the Syndra knew he could win a fight. He just took it and pushed Jester around and bullied him around. So, unfortunately for BYOB, things did not go their way. CBT closed that door, and we're back on draft already, and we're right back to it. Maokai, Orn, Yas already taken off the board, and then we do see the adaptation from there from the Rel, the Udyr, and the Panth, but then right away we're back to CBT gets Misfortune and Leona, and we do see
the
BYOB taking the Nautilus, which I like to see. And now that we're seeing the Misfortune there, and we're seeing the Leona come out, do you take the Samira? You do take the Samira. Okay. All right.
I'm not gonna lie, that was, I mean, I expected Samira, but I didn't actually do it. Like, that kind of seems like the obvious answer here, and I didn't think they pick it. The Skarner, though, that's not an obvious answer to anything.
Man, the Skarner is kind of an interesting choice. I would have opted, I think, more for the Vi here. I think the Vi fits better than the Skarner, if I'm being honest. If you want to be even flashier,
but better.
Maybe you take the Elise. But yeah, still waiting on the Skarner rework. He's kind of in a weird spot. He can work. The ultimate can basically say, hey, you're coming with me and get you out. But it opens the door for now you can play the Sedge. That's going to stop the Skarner and stop the Samira as well. You can choose.
Viego.
Viego's a little bit more of an interesting one.
All right, guys. So we're just gonna say, forget us, huh? Forget what we're predicting, huh? You guys just gonna do what you want, huh? All right, fine. You know what? Okay. Mid laner. You know what? I'm going for a mid lane Lux. Since we're just throwing it all out here, I'm going for a mid lane Lux, and you know what? Someone better pick up the top lane, Quinn.
Man, we see the Triss ban. We do see the Scion and the Malphite ban. I would expect BYOB to probably ban. Oh, they decided. Okay, they banned a Mordekaiser. I was expecting.
They don't want that Mordekaiser in the field, man.
Well, I mean, the Mordekaiser makes sense if you're trying to play the Samira and the Skarner. I could understand not wanting to have that Mordekaiser there to just. But we do see the Galio come out. Haven't seen Galio really played at all this particular split. Good to see the Demacia Guardian making his return to the ring. A little bit of a ballsy play, taking a blind pick, but we're gonna see the Xerath come out. Ooh, I haven't seen Xerath in a bit. Xerath is feast or famine. Can be very, very deadly with a poke comp and a catch comp. So we've seen the Xerath here. It's going to be interesting to see now. Oh, here comes the Gator. Are we in season 2?
Where are we, man? Is that a Renekton?
We got a Renekton top. All right. The Gator is making his return along with the Xerath. This is a very interesting team concept going on from BYOB here. Interesting to see what they're going to do with this last pick on CBT's side. This opens the door for Aurelia. We could see Gangplank. I could see this is to me screams let me play Aurelia, but they're gonna play a set.
Oh, so I got so excited for one moment because they hovered the Shen. You saw it, I saw it. I got so excited. I was like, finally, I can get what I want to see. But no, stupid set again. Yeah.
So predictions are live. Game 2 with a possible Game 3 with a tiebreaker on the line going into playoffs next week. We have TDBYOB coming at you with a Nautilus Samira combo for bot. Skarner coming out of the jungle with a Xerath mid with a Renekton. Meanwhile, on the other side, CBT throwing it back down with a Misfortune of Leona for its bot. That Viego has got to beat jungle, right? They can't possibly be a set jungle with the Viego top, right? We're gonna see a Viego jungle with a Galio mid and a set top there. I like CBT's comp in this particular BYOB's comp. I don't know how they win late. That Renekton better get a giant lead. I don't know how this Xerath kills the Galio early, and I'm not.
Okay, so you're thinking the same thing.
I'm BYOB has to play for bot side. Like Nautilus and the Samira have to combo with that Skarner to win this game. That has to be their win con. I don't see any other way that BYOB is going to win this game. So, the Scout, I put you to it. I'm calling you out here. You better snowball your bot, else you guys are not going to win this game. I might be eating my words, but I don't think I'm wrong when I say that statement. BYOB's got a tough task.
I'm be honest with you. That Galio blind pick was ballsy. It was. But then they subverted my expectations because I could have swore as soon as I saw that Galio blind pick that we were about to see the Zed. I could have sworn we were about to see an AD mid. Like I thought we were going to see maybe Zed, not Yasuo because he's not on here, Yone, something like that. I thought we were going to see something fun. But no, he picks Xerath? I don't think this is the wave, man. I don't think this is it.
I don't know. Jester proved me wrong here. Pop off on the Xerath because I'm a little bit confused on this comp.
In fact, if we're being honest with you, I think the Veigar he played last week would have been a better pick than the Xerath here. If you're gonna pick anybody, pick the infinitely scaling champion who could have a chance to, destroy one person here. I feel because I see where Xerath is going to come to play. Is this a utility Xerath pick? Is that what this is? I don't know. I really don't. The Renekton, that's putting a lot of faith into Stay Frosty. That's pretty much saying he needs to win his lane. He needs to snowball his lane. He doesn't need to win his lane. He needs to snowball it. Like he needs to just go absolutely out of control and just destroy this set, which I don't think is going to happen. I'm sorry. I'm not doubting his capabilities as a player. I just don't see that happening. You can correct me if you think I'm wrong.
No. I think we're on the same page here. I mean, CBT does have the quickest game time, I think, on IBS as a whole in terms of average match time. So they're playing for early game. Their team compositions have kind of reflected that. And then you got BYOB, who's put together kind of a weird particular comp. Xerath wants to stay back and poke. Obviously the Nautilus and the Samira and the Skarner want to go in, and then the Renekton wants to do short trades, but you're playing into a set who's going to counter that. You're playing into Galio who's going to protect that, and then on top of that, you have the Viego who, if gets anywhere near this Xerath, is going to delete it off the board, and then you still have the Leona and the MF to deal with. So it's an interesting comp from BYOB. It's 100% dependent on their bot with their jungle combination really getting ahead to set the tone for this game. Because if Nautilus and Samira get a lead in this game, I mean, they're going to carry. That Samira and that combo with what they're fighting, I mean, I have no doubt that they can carry the game if they get a good lead. It's just you're going to have to get them a good lead, and you're going to have to play 100% through them. We typically have not seen TDBYOB's jungle do that, so yeah, I really need to see the Scout playing through bot lane this time, and then you've left Xerath on an island and Renekton on. that's your win con, and that's kind of where they got to go.
It makes no sense to me. Like, okay, like if Samira is the win con here, I'm confused. They blind picked the Renekton. There was no set yet. They let them pick the set into the Renekton. Like you said, he's not gonna let this Renekton take those short trades that he wants in this lane.
No.
And I know I bring this up. I know I bring this character up all the time, but wouldn't this have been the time for the Shen pick for BYOB?
Yeah. This would have been a perfect time to pull the Shen out, to protect the Samira even more, to play through it. But I'm not certain Lathner plays the Shen, and this might have been more of, hey, this is, what's your comfort here? That might have been the situation. But yeah, interesting. I think they had much better picks for Lathner here. I would have liked to see the Shen if you're going to play all through on the Samira. Again, I would have liked to see the Vi as opposed to the Skarner for the EMF. So it's to me, the Skarner and the Renekton are the weirdest parts about this particular comp. I can understand the Zerath staying back to poke and having that catch potential for the follow up with the Knot and the Samira. I can get that part, but yeah, the Skarner and the Renekton are weird. But hey guys, we gotta hit the rift here. We're gonna take a break. We'll be back in a few minutes, and we're gonna see how this plays out.
See y'all when we get back.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our second game, not our final game, because it's the best of three. And we are getting back onto the pitch. We do have a Nautilus, so I want to see a freaking hard engage. You better get in there, Nautilus. Do not stop. You flash Q, and you take a kill, damn it. However, they're late to the party.
Unfortunately, it looks like they do see them.
they walked over a ward. And so that's probably not going to work out that way. So I'm just going to take the Skarner Crystal. I can't wait for a Skarner rework. This poor Skarner, he needs some love. Okay.
Where's rework out of all those Bruiser updates they did a long time ago?
He needs
that was. I don't know why they did him like that. Also, I'm more happy about the Nocturne remake. I can't wait for that.
I like Nocturne the way he is.
I like Nocturne the way he is too. But the way he is kind of awkward and clunky, and he only has one use, which is to die for the squishiest.
You do see here, hang on, here comes the Renekton. He's walking into trouble. Here comes the Set. Here comes the Viego. The Renekton now knows that he is going to have to go the long way around his lane, and that should indicate that the Skarner and the Nautilus should be, you would think, heading straight over to the other. However, we're seeing Lathner take a fight and take a chunk of his health. The Viego is going to land his stun because he hit 2, and Lathner is now taking a bunch of damage, and Nautilus is now late to lane. Not certain I like that engagement. Lathner, you spotted him out. You should have just walked away, and Skarner should have just walked straight into the blue side to take the buff. He is now walking over there. However, now Lathner is late to lane. Nautilus is now behind, with the Samira now not able to stay in lane and collect CS. So a little bit of a clunky start here from BYOB. I don't know if they've been having a little sip of the grandpa's medicine over there.
I mean, this may just be the mental from last game catching up. I mean, honestly, Renekton didn't lose too much except for a teleport. That comes off cooldown, so he can get that back. Meanwhile, Xerath is doing a lot better than I thought he would. I mean, he's out of mana. He has no more mana. But, he's still alive. And, that's all we can ask for these days.
Set. Meanwhile, going to trade here down bottom. We do see the Skarner coming right after the blue buff. The flash is going to land, but the MF is going to run in a whole bunch of heap of trouble. They are making sure that kill goes over to the Samira First Blood. So, again, this is what we needed to see. And we saw it immediately that the Skarner comes over there. So, yeah, the Galio is got a slight lead on the Xerath. However, I would assume the Xerath is doing a future market attack where you take the first strike, you take futures market, you spam your mana, you get an early recall, and you buy your Lost Chapter. Meanwhile, top, Renekton did not do a short trade with the 4 sets, and now is going to lose life for it. And now, guess what? You don't have teleport. You're going to have to walk all the way back to that lane. We do see Nautilus walking up on this Galio. He is going to get the Q flash from the Galio out to avoid his Q, and so at least the flash is gone on there, and Nautilus is going to just walk back to his lanes doing Nautilus things. So, like I'm seeing in the adaptation here from BYOB with the roaming Nautilus, these early Skarner gank, that the flashes were out for DMF and Leona, and so what I want to see here is Skarner, forget your farm, go right back to bot lane, because they're trying to push. The Nautilus has showed himself mid, and try to get another kill onto your ADC right now. Don't go to your farm top. Go straight bot, try to get a gank out, and try to take an early dragon. That's what I want to see.
I'm surprised he even went top side. He knows nothing is up there except for those wolves. He's definitely not going to help Renekton, so he's probably just going to go straight towards bot lane like he's wanted to.
We do see the Samira going to get caught by the Leona. She stepped too far forward, is going to eat the Q from the MF. However, the Nautilus is here, and they're not going to be able to get that kill on the Samira. So I was hoping that the Samira would not do that and would stay and wait for the lane and not try to get a quick little couple CS. Unfortunately, that's going to mean she's probably not going to be able to stay in lane. Renekton, again, trading with the Set, and again, losing the trade. Meanwhile, the middle of the Galio and the Xerath is opted not to back. He is losing CS, bleeding CS to this Galio, and now he's losing health to the Galio, and he's not going to be able to kill that Galio early. So we do see the Skarner roaming down. However, the Samira is already in a lot of trouble, and the Viego is here first. The Q will land. Nautilus walking to the tower. Good adaptation from the Samira, able to flash and then Q into the MF. The Leona will get the kill back onto the Samira, though. However, Leona is running for her life. Viego is going to be the next target. He is now trying to flash away. The Nautilus is chasing along with the Skarner. They are going to get the kill on the Leona. However, down goes the Skarner. The reset's coming out from the Viego, and now he is now in charge of chasing this Nautilus. However, he's forgotten about the creeps. He is going to get rooted by the Nautilus, and the Nautilus is going to root him back in. Viego, you need to not go through 10 creeps to try to secure a kill, sir. We do see the Nautilus securing the kill. However, the exhaust comes out. The shield comes out at the last second.
Has exhaust?
Oh, MF. You almost got that kill, but you're denied. The MF did blow.
Exhaust. Why does MF have exhaust?
Yeah.
What's that for?
That was interesting to see the exhaust. I guess that is for the Skarner and the Samira because she's going to be in. So that kind of makes sense with the Skarner and the Samira being interfaced. I can see doing that.
Yeah, I guess I can make an argument. You can make an argument for it. Strange. I mean, Leona has Ignite too. Okay, you know what? Whatever. They know what they're doing. Hopefully. All right.
They got this. So we do have Samira. She does have a kill. She did get the first blood. So she's opted to go the route of the Dirk, the first item. Skarner.
Hold on. Oh, sorry. I just noticed this. Is this gonna be a Muramana Misfortune?
Yes.
Sometimes. All right. Cool.
I know.
Cool. Okay.
Things happen. All right, we do see the Nautilus comes. He's going to land his Q on top of the MF. The Skarner, the flash comes out for the Misfortunes. He is away. She is going to bullet time. However, she's only hitting one target in a bullet time. The Samira is here. The Xerath is not here. The Q, the flash, is going to secure the kill onto the MF. They're not chasing the Leona. Leona is going to fall the Samira. Double kill. The Xerath ult is coming out on the Viego. They are not done yet. They're going to take his blue and say, stay out of our jungle or else. We do see here the Viego coming in. He's trying to get a smite fight against 3. I'm not certain he wants that. Even with the Galio landing, the Skarner gets the kill on the Galio. The Galio is fighting for his life, but he is going to eventually fall to the Xerath.
Blue buff transfer complete. It's finally run Xerath where it belongs.
Yeah. I mean, you just transferred the blue buff. The MF still isn't there. However, because the Galio was at least able to get the kill on the Skarner, I think it does stop dragon for the time being, so we are going to see a reset, in which case the Samira hasn't backed yet, where the MF has. So we'll have to see here what happens there, because the MF, even though she's 0-3, she is a kill ahead. However, here comes the ultimate landing on top. The Samira will get the kill on the MF. I think the MF didn't realize that the Nautilus was still waiting and hanging patiently around, and the Nautilus was just able to queue and anchor away. We do see the Xerath now returning fire onto the Galio. He does at least have his last chapter completed. And then top, here we go again. Renekton versus Set. And Set is going to win this matchup because Renekton doesn't do so good here.
Yeah, forced to pop the, what's it called? Indominus, whatever. Forced pop the ultimate there. It's probably still going to die.
Yeah, no, we see the Viego coming in. We see the ultimate coming out from the Set, although Lathiner is able to get the kill with the tower shot. Viego is now taking tower shots.
What?
The Crocodile
what just happened?
Double kill on a very, very ill-timed suicide attempt on top side. So Set, unfortunately, ultimate Lathiner kind of in a weird position instead of ulting him to the Viego, and that was a little bit of a misplay. I
haven't seen a Renekton 2v1 in a long time, and that was not because of skill. That was all their fault. Wow, that dive did not go the way they wanted to. Meanwhile, Skarner on Dragon, Xerath in the bot lane, just kind of showing his face, saying what's up.
We're going to see here the anchor is going to fall. The Xerath is going to not follow up on the stun. He's going to hold it. However, the root lands on top of the MF to cancel her ult, and the Xerath is going to get some more damage here. The stun is going to land. The ultimate is coming out. The ultimate is going to finish off nobody, but the Skarner says, "Hi, I'm here. I would like to tell you hi." Immediately gets
caught was a little ambitious.
rooted into the tower, and so a little bit of a misplay on BYOB side to where they couldn't really get all the damage they wanted on the MF, and unfortunately, it's going to cost the life of the Skarner who tried to collect that kill. Once again, some weird plays from BYOB. Now we're seeing the fight up top again. Now the Gator has completed at least part of an item. He wins the short trade, he walks away, and then the set on the way out hits the Lens of Shield to catch the character. So it's kind of like what we were talking about. You want that short trade, but set really isn't going to let you get that short trade. And in the end, the Galio and the Xerath are just kind of, again, just kind of going back and forth. Jester has bled some CS to the Galio down bot, but that's okay. Again, you're playing towards your bot side. Your Samira does have 4 kills. She has her collector completed, and so you kind of want to play around her. So you're okay with giving away a little bit of CS. So BYOB making this interesting. They are playing their win con, which is that Samira. Lathner be able to get the double kill, able to win the short trades. He does avoid the shield this time. The set does ultimate into the tower. However, Lathner does win that trade and is able to secure the solo kill on the set. So good job on Lathner on that one. He got the trade that he wanted, was able to absorb and dive through and not get the shield combo from the set. And then the set's ultimate, even though put him in the tower, he got the kill. Now we're seeing the Viego. This is not the fight that Viego wants. He's just there to get CS. However, Skarner and Nautilus are both on the Herald, and Bot is not really pushing yet into the tower, so they're going to get this Herald for free, and they're going to be able to get back to that tower before they lose too much there. So good adaptation from BYOB, playing towards their win cons. Lathner able to now get basically 3 solo kills without getting any support from his jungle, who is busy collecting down bot and collecting kills for his team. So they made the adjustments they were supposed to. They have the early win trades that they want. Now it's a matter of, can they position themselves around the Samira? Can they get her a big enough lead to where she's going to win the team fight spawn? Meanwhile, mid, Galio is going to get a little bit of a CS, but Skarner is saying hello by himself. He is going to eat the ultimate, but he is going to bring the Leona out. And interestingly enough, the Samira hadn't got to the fight yet, and so they're just kind of posturing around. Although Galio is now rotating bot, and he's now in between the Xerath and the Skarner. Meanwhile, Lathner again avoids the trade from the set, but this time the set is able to follow up and kill. Jester is now caught out and is on the run from the Galio. Galio will use his Everfrost, and then finish off the kill. Skarner is trying to chase the Viego down. However, he's not able to locate the Viego through the invis. The Nautilus flash ults the Leona. The Samira charges in the Leona. She's knocked up. The Samira will finish off and get the kill. However, Nautilus is in the tower. The Skarner will pop the Herald out. The Viego is coming back. You better watch that. Galio coming back.
A very bad spot.
Kelly is going to do no damage here. Maybe. Oh, no, it does manage to get one turret, one plate as it's coming down. Samira needs to get on the run. She is getting low. And interesting from BYOB. Kind of all over the place there. They might have been sipping Grandpa's little medicine this evening.
Yeah, that's yeah, this is BYOB trying to push their lead, and I don't think it's working. They're trying so hard to push the lead that they're kind of actually giving back to CBT, which is not the play.
2K gold, most of it, and most of that gold is where you want it. It's on the Samira, right? Everywhere else is kind of like even in CS, even in kills, 13-7. I mean, your lead is where the Samira is at. That's where you want it. Your Nautilus has 9 assists. He's only secured that 1 kill on the Viego. we are seeing the galley. He's got no point where he can just walk through into the Xerath, the poke damage, and just kind of
Yeah,
laugh at the
yeah.
Xerath. So
Xerath has the Leandries, and I'll be real with you.
hang
I don't
on,
think he's
Gator
supposed to
coming
play.
from behind. The stun does land. The Gator is going to follow up and restun, and then the Skarner is going to show up there. So a little bit of a cheeky play there from the Xerath. He walked forward a little bit. Galio walked back in, and then immediately the Gator coming in from the top. So good adaptation from the Lathander there on the roam. The set didn't notice and was able to get the kill on the Galio, and then as well get immediately on the Dragon. And now Skarner is chasing down while Viego and the Xerath are going at it in the mid lane. So the Skarner is now running down to support the Viego. Samira is out of position. She is going to eat the stun from the and the ultimate from the MF. She is on the run. She is going to die. I don't know what she was doing. Meanwhile, mid, Nautilus securing a kill on Viego, but Nautilus, win condition is in your middle. Your win condition isn't killing their 1 and 4 jungle. Your win condition is bot, and you just left your bot, and she just got killed by the MF. So I don't know if that adds any value. The stun is going to land, the anchor, but the Galio is going to use that for us to walk away. I'm not certain I like the Nautilus roaming here mid. She needs to stay with that Samira. That's your win condition, not your Xerath mid, sir.
I mean, to be 100% fair to Nautilus, that was Leona. That was Samira not respecting Leona.
This is true.
That was Samira. Samira looking at both of them being like, I could probably kill both of you, and then forgetting that Leona is nothing but a CC machine. Like, it's cool you had the cleanse. Congratulations, you cleansed their Q. I saw it. We all saw it. We can run it back if we want to. You cleansed the Q. You didn't have an answer for the ultimate, did you? I mean, his W ate half of MF's ult and let him survive a little bit longer. The other back half caught him. He almost died. I mean, that he did not respect Leona RMF there, and he paid the price. It's the second time he's done it.
Just missed the anchor. The Skarner is still chasing. He is going to back off here and reposition. He does find the Viego, or the Viego finds him. All of the set is coming from the backside. I think the Skarner realizes it. The bullet time is out. Skarner is going to collect and bring somebody to the fight. However, the Gator is in trouble. The Gator is 3v1ing over here. He's going to jump and flash over the wall. The Leona and everybody else is here. The Samira has gotten to the fight. Health bars are low. Xerath is now on the run. Gonna miss a stun on the Galio. The Galio is just waiting and pacing. I'm not certain what happened here, but now we have a chase. We are playing Ring Around the Rosies. Is the stun gonna get back up in time? The Galio is gonna win Ring Around the Rosies. Meanwhile, mid tower, the flash Q is going to miss. However, the MF is going to have to burn her flash in response to get out. So the Nautilus Rex was gonna get himself a nice juicy MF, and MF said, "Not today, sir. Not today."
I'm gonna be real honest right now. I don't know why on earth they're sending Xerath anywhere near Galio. They knew coming in that Xerath was not going to be able to do anything to this.
Skarner starts jungle with no help and 4 members of CBT here. The Herald is now going to be turned on by CBT, and they're going to collect it. Not certain what Skarner was thinking there. I don't know if he was just going to try to solo that and didn't realize that the entire team of CBT was in position there. But we do see that BYOB is playing kind of, I'd say, loosey-goosey, maybe?
It was crazier. They think that was his ghost. They don't know that was just his phase rush. They don't know that was just his phase rush speed. He gets faster, people. He gets faster. Anyway, yeah, that was a pretty ballsy play from Skarner. Didn't pan out, but also didn't cost him his life, though. I mean, it cost his team the Rift Herald, but they could have killed him and, probably gone on to take that top tower too, but they backed off and they're just kind of back in their positions. But again, I want to focus on the Xerath. They shouldn't have put him down here. I think they need to do 2-1-1. I think they should leave Xerath in the mid lane to deal with just the mid lane, put Renekton in the bot lane, and put Samira and Nihilus in the top lane.
Leona is going to
maybe
come
after the
forward. She's
dragon.
going to land her Q. Bullet time is going to be following here shortly, maybe. Nope, the Nautilus is going to run away. The set is going to ultimate the Gator into the tower. However, the set is going to shield. Now the Skarner is chasing the MF, asking if she's needs extended car warranty services. The Skarner is going to get the MF in the position of the Xerath Ultimate. The Xerath Ultimate now firing shots on the Viego. He's now running away. And now the Viego is going to die to the Xerath. The Q anchor lands from the Nautilus. They are desperately trying to put that kill on the Samira. The Nautilus and the Skarner both walk away, ensuring that Samira gets that kill. So ensuring that Crockpot is going to get another kill there. Good job from the jungle and the support, ensuring that ADC gets her love, not cutting her off like a certain producer that we all know and love. I did it again, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. I don't know why you just don't say his name. Everybody knows.
Not bitter. Not bitter at all. Meanwhile, Dragon will be taken by BYOB. That is their third Dragon so far. Much better fighting on this particular turnaround. Got themselves a nice little 4K gold lead. 3 Dragons to 0. Up 8 kills. However, Set now does have his item completed. And once again, Lathander and Set going at it, but now with his completed Blade of the Rune King, and now working on getting his second item completed. He's going to be the Gator. And Viego coming back. This time, the tower does go down. Skarner is showing up here into the set with the Gator. He's going to land his stun and then kind of walk away. And then Skarner is going to walk away and re-engage. So well done from him. Short trade coming out. The Viego is locked up and kill secured by the Skarner. Root is landed by the Q anchor from Nautilus. Meanwhile, Xerath is on the run. Galio says, come back here, you fat bearded you know what. There's your movie quote, guys. And now the anchor is landing on top of the MF. The Samira is going to land her target. She is going to get her ultimate and finish off Flash into the EMF, even though the exhaust comes out. Now Leona is stuck in no man's land. Anchor follows up. Double kill on the Samira. And now we got a dead bot. We need to push this Baron, guys. Come on, what do you got? You got Skarner there. What are we doing here? Where's the Baron at? Instead, we'll have Nautilus warding over there, and a Samira now walking towards. I think maybe. We realized we got 4. Now we're gonna start. Okay, all right. So,
a little late because Viego. Nope. Samira's recalling.
So now
they're doing it. Now they're doing it.
Yeah. Okay. So calls her out. Now Nautilus ward around the Baron. Now they're pinging for the Baron. I'm not certain.
This is super late though. Everyone is back up. Galio.
We could have done this way earlier. This could turn into a 50-50 if the Galio and the Viego get in the position. The Viego doesn't get there quite in time though, and Skarner is able to secure the objective. BYOB in control of the game. Kind of some interesting references there. We do see somebody answering the question in chat from the movie quotes. I will let Vish deal with that one here shortly. I actually didn't tell Vish what that movie quote was from, even though she should know that movie, and I'm going to talk to her later about her lack of knowledge on that movie. I'm very sad with you about that one, Vish. You should have known that one right off the bat. That is from your age. We are the same age, woman. You should know that quote. But I digress. Back into this particular game we go. And again, BYOB in control. They have 3 dragons. They have the Baron. They have a 6K gold lead. Samira now looking all pretty with her IE and her collector. She is ready to fight. It's can they find a good fight for her to fight? The Skarner is chasing into an MF and a Viego. He don't care. His team isn't here. He is fighting 3v1. He is ulting. He is walking away. He is going to kill the MF. The Skarner goes down, but not before he collects a kill. Anchor's out on top. Poor little MF is deleted, and then Nautilus, unfortunately, gets the kill from his E onto the Viego. Samira not able to get that particular kill. Gator is going to take the blue buff, and now the siege on bot can kind of begin. Maybe
disrespectful Skarner play.
I mean, Skarner said, I don't care. I don't need my team. I will kill this MF in front of 3 people, and just kind of like went through the entire team there to kill it. I see Lathander backing way off of this and not staying with the Samira and Nautilus.
It looks like he's going to go up there with Xerath to handle Set.
Xerath and Set, because, you know, that's what you should do when you have Baron, is send 2 people on top. But the Set's just going to walk away.
Because Skarner's about to put in the work.
Skarner will chase. Skarner is going to chase this the Set around. He's saying, "Excuse me, sir. Have you seen my baseball?"
Well, we didn't need to see that kill anyway. It was disgusting to watch. Meanwhile, Skarner chases down Set, like you said. Dragon is about to be up. So this is Soul. And
I did sneak in another movie quote there. I'm not certain everybody got that, although Vishnu has the answer to that particular movie.
I heard it, but I'm not gonna let people know when you say it anymore. They gotta listen.
We will see posturing and getting ready. The Nautilus is pre-warding for this 4th dragon. We do see CBT trying to position themselves to see if they can contest it. However, they are currently only 3, whereas the Skarner and Nautilus and the Xerath are in the general area here. We're going to maybe see a 4v4, 5v4. Lathander is continuously pushing out. Skarner is going to...
just be Skarner.
Just be Skarner here. He's just going to run around in a circle. He's going to find the Leona that they're going to start on here. The Nautilus is going to ult and walk away. However, Samira's not here, into the spite, and the Xerath is going to get caught out and died. And so I'm not certain what BYOB... the team wasn't really there to start the fight, and then now this is going to cost some Dragon, where Lathander is still up on the top side by himself, pushing. And that Dragon is going to go over to CBT. Now we see the Galio showing up here to pick on the Gator. And not certain what happened there.
From what I can see is as soon as Set teleported in, it looked like nobody wanted to fight. How he does Mr. Grab on the Samira recalling. Anyway, as soon as Set teleported in, it looks like they had mixed signals. It looks like Skarner wanted to continue the fight, even though he got caught. He tried to go for the MF, who, by the way, flashed over that wall to get to him. Didn't need to do that, but, you know, that's her prerogative. And then Xerath, I have no idea why Xerath was there. To be honest with you. I don't notice him until he does something now. No cap. I'm sorry.
So interestingly enough, MF opting to do the Eclipse Manamune, and then now she's doing the LDR as opposed to Collector. Biggest fan of this particular, especially with the Manamune, Marama, I should say, along with the LDR. Not a big fan of this build. I have to say, you know, would much prefer to see the Collector build come out. Or if you're going to do the weird build for the Skarner, maybe do the Black Cleaver build, but opts for the Eclipse with the Mirarama and the LDR. We'll have to kind of see there what's going on with that particular option. Meanwhile, down bottom, Set is going to get caught out. He is going to ultimate to try to get away. However, the Nautilus is going to anchor away. The Samira is going to show up to collect a kill and say, thank you very much. I'm just here to last hit things. And I will enjoy your kill. The Xerath, meanwhile, is going to get caught out. The bullet time coming out. The Leona Lance is stunned. The Skarner is going to show up late to the party. He is going to start smacking on this Leona. The Crockpot is going to flash ultimate into the MF. However, she is going to get exhausted and deleted. Meanwhile, the Skarner is going to pay for his life. And BYOB with a little bit of a misplay there. The Xerath getting caught out, and then the Samira going in ahead of time is going to cost
wasn't even here.
Kills. Renekton, yeah, once again not in the party. And this Baron is going to go over to BYOB. Sorry, CBT. So CBT is going to collect the Baron, get themselves back into this game. They got a huge help from that Xerath and that Samira getting caught out like that. Not certain I understand what was going on there. But again, we kind of talked about this during the pregame. Your win condition is your Samira. You need to play around it, and that is your win condition because that's your only way to win this game late. And now we're seeing Xerath do weird things and Gator continuously pushing by himself. And now your Samira is in trouble, honestly. He's giving up kills. He's not fighting with the team. Your Nautilus is caught out. The Nautilus is fixing to die to the Baron. And BYOB just making some big whoopsies here. Skarner is here to start a fight, but the rest of his team is not here yet. They're not in position. The Galio is going to dive in. The Renekton's finally going to dive in. The Leona is going to go in the back and stun the team. The Gator's still going. The Gator is going to finally get the MF. The Xerath ultimate is going to come out, although the Xerath is going to whiff the ultimate quite a bit. Meanwhile, Set is cracked open the base with Baron buff. He got the inhib. He got the tower during that sequence of events of the fight, so he is able to get some work done. The base is at least exposed and opened up. You do have Samira with Xerath pushing, but they're by themselves. You have the Viego capable of coming in from the backside. You have the Galio right here. You have no frontline protection, and you kind of need to start thinking about this dragon, guys. So they do kind of back away. The Viego. I think the Viego and the Galio could have punched that further. I really think they could have gotten a double kill on that. I don't think they realized that they were alone and that the Nautilus and the Gator were not there to support them. But we do see now BYOB posturing, positioning themselves, trying to get some position and some warding in this jungle. Maybe get a death bush set up somewhere to catch somebody out. We'll have to wait and see if they do so. They do get pings out, but it doesn't look like they're collecting and death bushing anywhere. The Nautilus is kind of hovering around and waiting. We do see the dragon started. Nautilus will go into the set. Not the big target that you want to go out of. However, they're fighting 2v2. The guys are collecting the dragon. They're not fighting just yet. Meanwhile, Bullet Time is going to come out and land on 3. Frosty is going to secure on the Xerath. They are now chasing into the team. The Skarner is able to land the stun. The Samira ultimate is coming out. However, she is able to get the Viego. Now, on no man's land with the Galio, she lands a triple kill. Now she's jumping on top. The quadra kill coming out for the Samira. However, base, look at top. Top is still pushing. No one. Gator is now finally going back to top. So Samira able to get the quadra kill. The kind of a weird, wonky fight scenario there, where they were kind of waiting around. They were still in dragon, but Samira is able to clean up on top of that fight. Thankfully, able to get the quadra kill and secure. And now inhib work being done on the mid. Gator able to stop the bleeding up top. And timers are at a little bit of second. They'll get this inhib, and then they'll get it back and reset. So, again, your win condition is Samira. She's got the damage. She just needs the time to be able to do it. And as long as they can give her the time, she's able to put the work in. So, good adaptation there. I think, unless I'm mistaken, the MF had to exhaust the Renekton, and then the Samira was able to collect the double kill on top, and able to then finish off the rest of the kills there. So,
yep. Unfortunately, we weren't expecting it. I definitely wasn't, and they weren't either. That Renekton would just dive to the back line. So that actually worked out. Probably won't work again unless he takes Skarner with him, because Skarner apparently loves to do that. He's been doing it all game. He probably won't stop now. And the exhaust is down. Yeah, he's probably gonna do it. But yeah, that fight went great for them. They got everything they wanted there. They got soul. They took the fight, and they took the inhib. Honestly, one more fight like that.
Skarner goes zoom, and Skarner gets a Cloud Drake soul. So go even faster.
Yeah, like he wasn't already a problem. Like they already didn't have a problem.
A certain movie would say, "Must go faster." must go fast.
In like a certain other movies, they said gotta go fast. You could choose whichever one you want. Honestly, mine is probably the easier one.
The
Anyway,
snail one. Funnily enough, about the snail movie, which I will give it
you mean
because this
Turbo?
movie is not is yes, the name of the movie is Turbo, and that is the name of the small orange cat that has streamed on me before. And been on stream. So that cat is named Turbo and is named after that movie. So Renekton will
It
go
was.
in, finding the set, finding the Viego. The shield's out, bullet time is out. However, Nautilus not walking forward into everything to clear it out and root the stun. Samira ultimate coming out doing work. The poor little Viego is fixing to get mutilated here, along with the Leona. So good work from the side of the Crocodile Lathner, finding poor Viego and set in a bush, and then his team following up on top. Now we've got big problems on here. 4 dead, towers going down in the middle. Galio is going to have to tank all this, so he is already just golden for a last second before the Samira collects a kill, gets the ace, and BYOB will return the favor. Soulkeeper's been wrong both games in a row. Love to see it. And we got our first Game 3 coming to you here in a few minutes. Oh boy. Og, what happened there?
Well, Viego was set and walked into the easy, probably the worst death bush ever, because it was just one guy. That one guy then had 3 other guys behind him. They ran up on them. Samira got chunked out by MF ult, so Samira backed up. Skarner dragged Set into Samira. Set then grabbed Samira with his ultimate, pile drived her. So Skarner, Set, and Xerath just unloaded onto Set. Meanwhile, Renekton and Nautilus were just fighting the rest of the team and somehow winning. They killed Leon, they killed Misfortune, they killed Leona, and then when Misfortune came back up again with the Guardian Angel, they killed her again. I have no idea how that just worked.
Well, I said early
Samira
on.
survived. You saw Samira to the end.
Yeah, I mean,
she survived
she had
the
her
set ult.
Yeah, she had the BT. She had her shield bow. You know, we talked about it before. She was their win con as long as they could get her a lead early on, and they had the team around her that Crockpot would be put in a position that she could carry the game as long as they played around. She was able to get the kills. She made a very, very weird couple of decisions around the Baron play, and then bot when she pushed alone and got caught by the Leona. But Crockpot, kudos to you. You know, I said you were the win con. You played to the win con. I don't even need to look at that game to know that you probably finished first in damage, because I mean you were really the big damage dealer there. Jester, I mean, it's such a weird matchup with the Galio when you're playing the Xerath, and you're just kind of like around for the ride. Lathner, I mean, what can we say? You got a double kill that you shouldn't have got up. You got away with murder on that one, and you know it, Gator. You know it, and we know it. You got away with murder. That really helped you. You would have been really far behind if they didn't give you that double kill early. But BYOB showed that, hey, sometimes, screw the picks. It's about comfort, and able to collect that game and make it a Game 3 scenario. So they wanted this. CBT said we're gonna, and BYOB said we want a best of 3 series, and now we're gonna see our Game 3. I'm very happy that we're getting a Game 3. I'm very happy that our wonderful producer has been wrong not once, twice. I love when he's wrong. What can I say? And once again, he's lost points. Vish, if you're out there listening, can we get a little point display command so we can see who's top points in the channel with the command? Is that a possibility moving forward?
Don't just give her more work so casually.
I'm just, she knows all. It's nothing but love for you, Vish. I'm excited for this game. CBT, they had their moments where they could have kind of gotten this game back under control and reined it in. However, they weren't able to seal the deal. So now we're in the situation where we get Game 3 that we've been wanting to see. And I'm doubting we see the Nautilus Samira combo. I don't think they want to.
No. Do you think they may not want it so bad that they'll try to ban it?
I think they'll ban one or the other. I don't think they'll ban the full Kaba, but they're either going to ban the Nautilus or they're going to ban the Samira. I'm not going to let that come.
Nah, yeah, Samira ran wild there. And it's not like, and let's be honest, it's not like they didn't have the capabilities to lock her down. Like, they had a Leona. I mean, come on. They had Leona, Viego. We could say Set for being nice. But
I
yeah.
think if we're being honest here, the Set should have won. The double kill and then the subsequent solo kill really really hurt Frosty. He was in the driver's seat in that lane up until that point. And even then, after he got his Blade of the Root King out, he still came back and punished the Gator at that point. But then when it turned into team fighting, he could never get in the position to punish the Samira before his team was basically dead. Because at that point, it just devolved into absolute chaos there because they had no way to really lock down the Samira once she got going outside of the MF exhaust and then to follow up, which Samira rightly took the cleanse for a reason. She was able to cleanse some of the CC coming out, so it made it much more difficult to deal with her. Which is why I think they'll opt probably if they ban her. I would much rather see Crockpot on the Kaisa or back on the MF that he played a really good game on last week. So I would like to see if they're going to continuously take the MF away from Crockpot at that point, then put Crockpot on maybe the Jinx. I'd like to see Crockpot on the Jinx. I don't want to see that Samira again if I'm CBT. Keep me away from that Samira pit. It ultimately crushed them. Scout, great job from him in that second game. We said early on he needed to play towards bot. He got bot ahead. He got a first blood, and then midway through that game decides, hey, I don't need a team. I'm going to charge in a 3. I'm going to pull the MF out. I'm going to kill the MF in front of the team, and then I'm going to die as I'm walking back to my team, and my team's going to follow up. So, we talked about the Skarner pick being a little bit of an interesting pick, and then the scout turns around and says, I'll hold my beer.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
All right, so once we get back in, we got the Makai ban, we got the Panth ban. It's been kind of standard. The Udyr and then the Yasuo has been the common bans here that they've done time and time on each of their games so far. So we'll have to see if CBT is now going to replace the Yasuo with the Samira ban or their other ban. Nope. So they go ahead and keep the Yasuo ban in place. And now we're going to have to see if anybody else is going to get banned out. We do see the Rel banned out again from BYOB. They kind of took out their other ban from previously and put that ban in. And then CBT, are you going to let the Samira and this Nautilus come back out, or are you going to disallow that from happening?
Oh, is that crucial that it's worth the first 3? I mean, I don't know. So nope, not to them.
We do see the Syndra ban coming out from CBT side. This would indicate to me that they're wanting to play more of a mage, so they don't want to see the Syndra playing against. And then we do see the Nautilus coming back. So it does look like TDBYOB indicating that, hey, if you're going to give us Nautilus Samira, we're going to take it again and make it respected. So yes, this is a best of 3 because this is what they decided for the tiebreaker going into the playoffs. So this will now determine the positioning of second place. Whoever wins this will be second in the league, and the loser will be in third position. These teams played last week to a 1-1. They took one game from each other, and now they are 1-1 against each other again going into this best of 3 last game. So winner takes it all for second place. Will be on the line for this particular week. We do see the Lucian picked up. Are we going to see a Lucian Nami into Nautilus Samira? No, we're going to see a Lucian Braum. Okay. So the Nautilus is picked up. I would expect to see the Samira picked up here as well to complete the combo. I wouldn't be scared of Lucian Braum so much. I mean, yeah, the Braum, with the Lucian, Lucian can proc the Braum passive and land the stun of Samira, but the same rules apply. You can bring the cleanse and able to cleanse that part out and continue your combo. So I don't expect them to deviate from this.
Nope. Samir is definitely gonna be picked up here, unless they're just going. Unless they get like super confident right now and pick like I don't know Zeri.
So we are seeing the Skarner come back out. They could be debating taking the MF here. I guess would be the other option because with the Nautilus and the Skarner, you could take the MF. But I mean, they already have the Braum, so I think Samira is a better pickup here than the MF would be, simply because of the Braun Ultimate, maybe.
You mean but
yeah, the ultimate. Yeah, because the ultimate can cancel the MF and then obviously the wall. So I wouldn't expect to see the MF here. I would expect to see the Samira, but instead they opt for the Zaya. That's interesting. Okay. So they're going to break up the combo. They said, shut your mouth, Asher. You don't know what you're doing. We are going to take Nautilus Zaya. So I salute you, Crockpot. I thought you looked great on the Samira, but I guess you want to show something different with the Zaya. Okay.
What?
All right. So now we're in a position where I was going to go different route on jungle, but they opted to take the Kanye and pull him out, or the Kane, depending on where you're from. But in our heart of hearts, we call him Kanye over here on this side of the fence. Shout out to my boy Soulkeeper. He knows what I'm talking about. We do see the Aatrox band coming out. We do see the Tristana band coming back in for BYOB, not wanting to see that one. Renekton getting some respect here. Wasn't expecting to see a Renekton band this evening, and that's interesting. Okay.
Man, so much has happened in his best of 3 that I didn't expect. I didn't expect a Renekton pick, and now I have them banning out Renekton because it apparently was too much for them to handle. Where are we, man?
We are seeing the Ornn come out. Okay, so again, we got the Lucian, we got the Braum, which is a decent combo. The Braum will proc the Lucian. Lucian will proc the Braum passive, and then you have the Kanye and the Ornn. I would expect this to be the red Kanye and not the blue Kanye for this particular matchup, but I'll be interested to see what route the Kanye does. This does open up the Malphite, which has been the other band. So rather than the Renekton coming out, we're going to see Malphite come out, and then shut your face, Astro. Kaisa is coming out. Okay. I was wondering.
Kaisa mid lane?
I was wondering about this. I think that might actually be Zaya mid lane and not.
No, you wouldn't blind pick a Zaya mid lane, would you?
I think they flexed it. But I think that Zaya is actually mid and not the Kaisa. I could be wrong.
But you really call it a flex if they get last pick?
I think that Zaya's mid.
Okay, so I guess let's just see who the mid laner is then. Unless it's a Kane or Kanye. Why do you keep saying Kanye, by the way?
Yeah, so it's a Soul thing. Soul is always called Kanye. So in his honor, I call him Kanye. We do see the Vigar coming out. So we do see this massive team fight potential from CBT, where you have the Ornn Horn with the Vigar box and the Braum ultimate and the Braum stun with the Lucian and Kanye able to proc that pretty quick. And then on the other side, you have this very, very kind of beefy front line with the Nautilus, the Malphite, the Skarner, and then the Zaya and the Kaisa. We'll have to decide who's taking mid and who's taking ADC on the side of BYOB. Predictions are out, guys. This is the final game This is game 3. This decides who gets second place for playoffs starting next week and who is in third place. Most of the points being spent so far look like they are on the side of BYOB. BYOB did say before this match that they were going to 2-0 and it was going to be sub 20-minute games. So far, I don't think that's the case, guys. I think they've been wrong on this one. But points are leading all in favor of TDBYOB at this point. The disrespect on the side of CBT. So I'm going to have to step in here. I'm going to have to make a prediction here. And let's just go for broke, baby. Let's just put all the points on the line here for CBT. All right, CBT.
Oh.
I got faith in you. Okay, I got so much faith in you. I just put all my points into you guys. So don't let me down on this one. Good luck to you guys. And
I ain't got faith in either y'all like that. My lord. Y'all ain't about to make me broke. Please. You know what? BYOB, just because that's a ballsy, I think that's a ballsy pick. If that's a Zaya mid, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you. Don't make me regret it. All right. You guys too, make your predictions. Let's see who's taking this one home. Honestly, if I believe it's right, which one is CBT who is pretty much trying to get back at Baron Buddies, right?
CBT wants to get back at Baron Buddies. They did lose to him that first week. They got 2-0'd, and then they dropped a game to BYOB, and now dropped the second game tonight to him. But then they also dropped a game, I believe, to Hellfire. I believe they lost the second game against Hellfire, where correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think they had like a 5K goal lead in that game, and then Hellfire backdoored and won or something crazy. But yeah, so I know they want that rematch against Baron Buddies, and would love to claim that second place. So they can climb that ladder and get another shot at Baron Buddies. BYOB is standing in their way and saying, "Hey,
yeah, CBT
you still got to get through us to get to that point." So I like CBT's team comp here. I think with the Vigor scaling, with the Orange scaling, and Lucian Braum early game, they've got a decent combination there. Kanye has a lot of different targets in which he could go with. And if he can assassinate the Kaisa or the Zaya, their damage is going to be neutered from the side of BYOB. So I really think CBT just needs to play to their strengths in this, and they can win this game. BYOB on the other side, man, they've got an explosive team here. If this Kaisa gets ahead, the Zaya gets ahead on these fights, then it's going to get real spicy real quick. But they've got to execute. Like, this is 100% all about their execution. And I've just seen too many crazy things that they've been doing that, I have questions about being able to execute this particular comp. So want you guys to make me my words, even though I'll lose a bunch of points. I do love me some Crockpot. I do love me some Jester. And some I love you, Lathanor, although I hate the
hey, we're wrong, it's Kaisa mid,
but it is going to be the Kaisa mid and the Zaya bot. All right, so I was wrong. I've been corrected on that one. Meanwhile, game 3, guys, we're going to take a small break and be right back, and we'll get on the Rift for this last game.
Man, Kaisa mid.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Game 3 of our series, CBT versus BYOB. Opted, interesting enough, with a Nautilus for a 5-point. Meanwhile, on the other side, CBT saying, hey, we're going to invade. And they do get called over the ward. They are going to get spotted out here coming around the corner. We are seeing Scarter go ahead and rotate all the way over into red side. Meanwhile, CBT over here hanging out by the red buff here. So they did get spotted out. Don't expect Nautilus to peek, and instead just allow here to trade on sides. This will mean, however, bot needs to watch itself. Because after the double buff, Kanye can immediately go in and take the kill. So Zaya will let them know that they've been spotted out. And so if they wish to continue this, then they're going to be noted that they're... So they do elect to start it. Skarner is opting instead to take Wolf Spurs and then transition over. So get a little bit more of a cheeky start that we'll have to see if Kanye opts to take his wolves out as well. It does look like he is going to do so. Orin is going to spot out the Skarner before he starts his buff, and Kanye will collect the wolves with Skarner going out. So both sides adapting to the invasion appropriately, and we're off to the races for this final game. We do see the Kaisa going into the middle. Nautilus is going to get 2 first. They are going to root and land the stun and get a little bit more damage on to this Braum. who's in trouble if he stays around. The flash comes out, the root comes out, the Kaisa not close enough. The Xayah not close enough to land the remaining combo to finish the kill. But we do see the Kanye taking all of the bot side and Skarner as well taking all of the top side. This means that there should be a gate coming. Kanye is coming from behind. However, the Nautilus is going to run away from his team. First blood going over to Kanye. Meanwhile, up top, the Skarner was not able to really scare out the orange. So CBT off to a good start, getting a first blood onto the Kanye. Skarner is going to move into his buff side as well to get his blue. Kanye, meanwhile, also.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Also, just realized you couldn't hear me for the last 2 minutes. Sorry about that.
I was wondering.
No, I've been back. I was talking to. I was like, I guess he doesn't want to let me talk. Anyway, yeah, man, that was unfortunate. Xayah's stun also missed, and wow, that was beautiful. Stun, Rice, Lucian flashed, and that W is not going to pick up Xayah. Nautilus gets that kill. Save his AD carry's life. While Lucian sacrifices his.
Yeah, the Lucian had that kill. Nautilus able to save and rein that back in, save Crockpot's life, only just barely in the nick of time, and then unfortunately was not able to turn around and get the kill. So Nautilus got the kill. So unfortunate there. Crockpot not able to secure the kill, and Lucian got punished accordingly. Meanwhile, the flash from the Kanye, who came back in, he will get the kill on Nautilus. So CBT Kanye getting 2 kills off the bat and able to get a good start for himself. Meanwhile, Skarner already back up, working his way through Kanye's jungle, taking all he can.
I'm gonna be real with you, man. You're killing me with this Kanye thing. It's Kane. You know it's Kane.
It's Kanye.
You're messing with me like you mess with Soulkeeper. Why? What did I do to you? No. Kane. K-A-Y-N. Kanye is K-A-N-Y-E.
Sir, I don't think you want to get into this matchup with me. You're going to lose this one really bad.
You know, I mean, Stream, what you going to talk about? Us talk about the game, or let's talk about the difference between Kanye and Kane?
I was just saying from a naming, convention that you're going to lose this fight. It's not a fight. Just saying. Throw it out there. I love you. No, I do. You know I got nothing but love. Okay?
I don't know. It sounds like a challenge, and I know they don't pick fights I can't win, but I don't know why I can't win this one.
Look,
you gotta
all right. If we're gonna go down this road, I've been around kinfolk all my life. All right, I know how some folks spell their names around there, especially in Houston. You be spelling your names crazy, and you're gonna lose this one.
No, that is true. It is true, but I've never heard someone just say the alphabet though. I haven't heard anyone just say forget the alphabet and be like, "Hey man, you know what sounds like this? Sounds like that." No one does that. We just say call ourselves and name ourselves stupid stuff like Righteousness. I know a girl named Righteousness. I'm not even capping. I do know also. I do know a girl named Storm too. I was there when she was born. Her mama named her Storm, like from the X-Men. What are we talking about? Anyway, Red Team the dragon.
That's Kanye. Kanye secured the dragon down on the bot side. Ornn is continuously getting into this fight with Malphite. He and Lathanor have been trading now to what amounts really. This is the 5th game. These guys have been fighting for 5 games now, and we are still just watching them two go at it. Frosty and Lathanor, they just like to beat the crap out of each other continuously, as some top laners do. Interestingly enough, though, Malphite opting for Sunfire and Ornn opting for Hook. fight is starting off in the top lane. We missed the first part of it. However, Skarner got called out on a ward. This time there was rotation from the mid and from Ornn, and Ice Smurf on Zed able to secure the kill onto the Skarner. And again, just kind of seeing the rotations from the side of CBT here. We do see Braum going in and smacking on the Xayah. The Lucian is able to land a combo. The heal is going out. Lucian chasing the Xayah is going to get caught momentarily by the Nautilus. Oh, we do see the stun landing from the Xayah momentarily. Ultimate coming out from the Lucian. Lucian is going to fall to the Nautilus. However, Braum is able to get the kill on the Nautilus there. Skarner and Kanye now trading. Kanye is going to ultimate and go into and now jump on top of the Xayah. However, the box combo not enough from the Veigar. Now, hang on a minute. Ornn is going to show up. He is going to flash over the wall. Braum is going to eat some tower shots here. Braum, I don't, you know, I know you say eat things for lunch, but I don't know about eating tower shots for free there, buddy.
Yeah, that was
a little crazy there. If that Kaisa steps forward into this Veigar one more time without box up, that Veigar is going to box and kill that Kaisa. I would not be doing that too close. Here is the Nautilus showing himself in lane, saying, "Stay away from my Kaisa." Skarner will get 6 off that particular blue buff, but unfortunately for him, I'm just getting a little bit of the lead here.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. I mean, this Kaisa pick is interesting choice, but it's an interesting choice that is out CSing the Veigar.
Kanye is in position here. They do start this fight a little bit early. I think he's waiting for them to go on top. Yeah, he is coming in from the bot side. Lucian does have to flash away from the trade, and Kanye is not able to get into the fight in time. So it was kind of interesting. I know that's what they were trying to set up. However, Lucian ate way too much damage that he intended. Oh my goodness. Nautilus threads that Q, able to land on top. Ultimate comes down. Landing, Braum is able to then ultimate back. However, the Kanye is trapped in between, and the Xayah will get the shutdown instead of the Skarner. Not certain Jungle wanted to do that and give that kill over. I think he should have probably gave that to the Skarner. Unfortunately, he turned around and got caught out there. So a little bit of a misplay from CBT down bottom. Lucia got caught early. Braum was not able to get in front of that Q from the Nautilus. He was able to threaten to secure that kill. Unfortunate, but good play from BYOB.
I mean, yeah, got him. I mean, they turned that whole gang around. And that's just with Skarner coming in late. So, good job on their part. Meanwhile, in the top lane, it's just I would say it's a slap fight, but these health bars are getting real low. So, Orange has the HP advantage, but Malphite is Malphite. If he presses R, I think Orange dead. But does he want to use it in this situation?
You see posturing starting for the dragon. Looks like Honey is already kind of pinged it out, though the Skarner is kind of hiding on the side there waiting. Lucian's in a really bad spot here. I'm not certain he understands that he should not be at that front. He is trying to run away there, though it is able to get away. Kanye, though, is also being spotted out by the Skarner. Meanwhile, Lathander gets hit by the combination from the Ornn. I really thought the Ornn was going to come out to try to finish it out, but instead he will just opt to push the Malphite back into the tower. Again, he is going for the full kind of, I'm going to take no AP damage. I'm going to get all the AP defensive items starting out here, and he is going to probably get this plate before he backs off.
Yep, he does exactly as you said. He gets the plate and he's going. Malphite's still hitting the top. No teleport yet. Well, Ornn does have his TP, so if this fight starts, he may be there.
Lucian is caught out in no man's land before Kanye is late to the party. Here comes the Veigar. Here comes the box. The box lands too. Veigar able to secure the kill on the Skarner. They now got the damage on the Nautilus. They're trying to push through the Nautilus into the Xayah. Now the Kanye is going to ult the Xayah, and the Xayah is going to go down. Kaisa shows up. Nautilus lands the Q, returns the kill back onto the Kanye. The Vigar is still trying to kill this Nautilus. He's going to flash away. He's going to land the Q. However, now the Kaisa is on top. He's chasing. He's playing box shadow games in the bush. The Kaisa is going to get the double kill onto the Braum, onto the Vigar, cleaning house. And now Kaisa is 3-0.
That's just 3-0. That's not something that CBT wants to see, but I'm happy to see. Now though, this dragon is still up. Kanye, oh my god. Kane is going top lane. So it looks like TV. I'm sorry, I gotta stop talking. That threw me so hard. I'm actually like kind of thrown right now. Yeah, Dragon, Lucian getting caught, nothing new. Go start talking, Astro. I need a moment.
You're welcome. Well, you know what? We're very proud of you for realizing that it should be Kanye and not Kane. So welcome to the team. You'll never be the same ever again. It's okay. We love you. Accept it, and we just join Team Kanye. That's all there is to it. Blue team will secure Dragon. Our producer is laughing hysterically as Kanye will begin the fight alone on the Malphite. Ornn was not there to lay down the Ornhorn, and Malphite will walk away. Meanwhile, we do see this Kaisa push super far into this Vigar, and I can't believe Kanye is staying top. Meanwhile, Braum and Lucian will begin pouring damage onto the Nautilus, but that's Nautilus, guys. That's not going to go the way you think you are. Ornn is going to secure the first tower. Skarner and company are here. Ornhorn is coming down. Ornhorn going to whiff. But however, the Ornhorn is not needed when you still have the damage. Kanye able to secure the kill on Malphite. Ornn able to secure the kill on Skarner. And a 2-for-0 up top. Shelly's still going. Kaisa's coming down. Vigar is sending out ping saying that she is missing. And CBT, even though they gave up the Braum down bottom, still got 2 kills. However, Lucian stepped too close, did not respect the Nautilus Q, and kill is collected by the Xayah. So we said this was going to be spicy. We said that this was going to be an interesting fight for BYOB. They are not disappointing. They are taking the fight. Kaisa is playing dodgeball with the Vigar. I think the Vigar... I hate to say this, Vigar. I don't know why you went for that particular item. I don't like Everfrost on a Vigar when you can get a Ludens and delete a Kaisa. However, he is able to land. He is able to land the ultimate with the Q, even though he whiffed on the Everfrost. But if Ludens would have done that faster, is my point. Like he missed the Everfrost. The Everfrost did nothing for him. He could have done that without.
I mean, I agree with you. We had this. I think we had this conversation like last week or the week before. Ludens is just a better item sometimes. I know you want to do other things, but sometimes you just stay in your lane and you do damage. So you build Ludens. That's it. Just stay in your lane and do damage. Build
you
Ludens.
have a Xayah and you have a Kaisa as your targets. You do not need an Everfrost. You want to delete those targets. You want to ensure that you're deleting them. I think Everfrost is more of a, hey, I need to protect myself from the Malphite, the Skarner, and the Nautilus. But, I mean, if the Nautilus lands his Q, if the Malphite lands his ult, if the Skarner runs at you, I don't think the Everfrost is going to save you, period. I just, yeah, the Crown would have been a better option if you can't dodge the poke. I just don't like it. Meanwhile, this fight gets started and really in a bad spot, although the Ornhorn is able to land a 3-man and then followed by the box. The Vigar is able to follow up. So what looked like a good start from BYOB turns into disaster after getting the kill on the Braum, with the Ornhorn coming in and just landing and collecting on that team, followed by the damage output from the Vi. So the Vigar is 5-1. He is opting to at least get double rods for a second item. So Rabadon's is going to be following shortly. The poor Lucian, who hasn't really been able to get much going, He still has his Essence Reaver done. He's 1-5. He's had a bad start to the game. But CBT is still looking pretty good at the moment. They've got 3-kill lead. They've got a little bit over 2.5 gold. They've got the tower leads. They've got 1 dragon apiece. And, of course, they have the ever-scaling presence of a Viger and an Ornn.
Yeah, I mean, you're not wrong. They are stacked, low-key. Lucian, I feel bad for Lucian. Does not feel like his moment. Which it should be, because he has Braum.
Meanwhile, we will see pings going out, getting ready for this Baron. This Dragon. I hope they were going to try to get a little cheeky position to try to take out Zed before he's able to get there, but it looks like they're just going to rotate in the mid and maybe pick a fight here. Although Ornn is here, Skarner is here, Braum is here. Nautilus does not land his Q. Braum will jump into the Ornn, and nothing got done on that. So they're going to walk and rotate, although they are in position to kind of get started on this Dragon. They do have the angle, they do have the vision, and they do have a bush trap kind of set up already. Here comes Braum. Here comes the Ornn. The Kanye is going to land a stun. The Ornn is going to go in. He's going to land a 2-man knockup. Lucian ult coming out. Meanwhile, the damage from the Xayah and the Kaisa is there if nobody gets on him. Viger is able to secure the kill on the Nautilus. However, the Xayah is still going. The Xayah and the Kaisa were able to get work done. The triple kill coming out on the Viger on the side, but oh boy, did that Kaisa get a lot of work done there early. Viger is tanking. Meanwhile, the Ornn will come back in and start tanking this poor Dragon for him. Kind of not certain what happened there. Was that more of a situation where they mistargeted and left the Kaisa that long and then finally realized we should probably kill it? I'm not certain why they poured so much damage into the Nautilus there.
I'm going to be honest. That was probably a miscommunication from them on that one. I think they really did just try to back to front it. I'm sorry, front to back it, not back to front. That would make no sense. They would have killed everyone else first. No, they tried to front to back it. And it wasn't working out until it was. Everybody got dropped, but truthfully, the only real person doing damage right now is kind of Veigar. They only kind of need Veigar and Ornn to really kind of stand up right now. Lucian, unfortunately, isn't doing much right now. He only has the Essence Reaver on him, which is strange. I don't know why he didn't go for the Navari Quick Blades or anything like that.
Yeah, I think the Quick Blades might have made more sense. He was a little bit behind early on. He did get kind of punished, so he did get put in some bad spots there early on. He's still doing relatively well in terms of CS compared to the Xayah. So, you know, poor Mop over here has had a kind of a rough go at it. But meanwhile, the Nautilus will land. Ornhorn coming out. Lucian ult coming out. Kanye getting in position. Skarner going to get knocked up. Skarner is going to run away. Meanwhile, the rest of the team is still kind of posturing. Nautilus is walking forward, but that Ornn is not the guy that you want. The Malphite is on top. The Xayah, though, is going to town on this Braum. It is able to secure. Meanwhile, the Malphite, still tanking everything, is able to get some work done. The return kill from the Viger. The Viger does have a Malphite in his space. He will able to get a kill. He does flash forward. He does miss his combo, though. Box is in a weird spot. And Skarner is going to start walking away, along with somehow that Malphite was able to tank for so long and is going to walk away. So a little bit of an interesting trade there. Again, Viger kind of weird targeting there. He did have a Malphite in the space, which kind of made it hard to get to that Kaisa. And then Lucian just got deleted by the Malphite combination. So BYOB, even though they were behind in gold, still kind of able to fight their way through. Still able to get correct targets, but Viger scaling. Viger does Viger things. He's now got 10 kills. He does have an Everfrost, which I still hate to see. The Rabadons is completed. Looks like the Zonias will be the next one, and after that, Zonias get done. Vigar's just going to hit a button, and Kaisa's going to be Fubard.
Yeah, pretty much. Now it's now once I mean, does he have the stopwatch? Yeah, he has it. Yes, he has it completely. Yes, yeah.
By the way, that was a movie quote there. No Soul Keeper. That is not the correct movie. That's not even the correct actor. Man. No, it is not. Fubar does not come from that movie, sir. Pause will come out. It looks like there's some connection issues going on there. There we go. Soul Keeper finally getting the correct movie out of there. I cannot believe you said Die
Hard. Tango and Cash. You don't want anyone currently watching the stream to get these, huh?
Tango and Cash. I'm going old school movies. I haven't even gone super old school. I've kept it to 80s and 90s so far. I haven't done 60s. I haven't done 70s. I am fully capable to go way back.
That's true. So don't do that then, because if you can make any quotes from the 60s and 70s, I can't even help them. I don't know any. I don't think I know any 60 movies. What year was The Wiz made?
The original Wizard?
No, not the Wizard of Oz. No, the black one, The Wiz, man.
92. Crockpot is out in a crazy spot. He will ultimate to get away. Meanwhile, Lucian is going to get collected by Skarner, who will collect a kill. Kanye is now in this fight. Zaya is still somehow alive. Ornhorn is going to come out. Kanye is going to ult to try to keep himself alive. The Braum is still here. He's still just trying to take the fight. The Vigar is going to show up. The Vigar does get the double kill. The Vigar is now chasing people down and deleting people. He will get the triple kill. And I believe the movie quote for this is, "Son, your body is writing checks your ego can't cash."
That's a weird one for that in that fight, but yeah, you're pretty much right. Kaisa, Zaya, Zaya put in a good fight there, but unfortunately, she was chunked, and Connie. Oh my!
Meanwhile, Braum casually under 100 health, just writing it. Yes, thank you very much. Somebody got the movie quote that not even Soul knew. Very, very kind of shocked on that one that he didn't know what movie that was from.
What? Oh, the Cash, the Top Gun code. Yeah, all right. I only know that because I thought that movie was gonna be about something else. And it was about planes. Yeah.
So we will see the dragon there secured. Meanwhile, fight is starting out. Braum is going to walk away. Ornhorn is going to come out. Ornhorn does manage to
Kaisa and Zaya.
And Zaya, but nobody is there for the follow-up because Lucian already has 75% of his health gone.
He is 1-8. He is 1-8. He is 1-8. This has been a bad game for Google Mop. Oh man, it's been rough for him, man.
Yeah, you watched Maverick, not Top Gun. God. What's from the original movies?
What? Are we talking about movies again?
Yes. Soul was mentioning that he should know that quote, and then he's like, "That's not the movie I saw. He saw Top Gun 2, which is Gun 1.
Maverick.
Which is what I quoted. Yeah. So you watched Maverick, not Top
Gun. Okay. I only know because I thought that was about something else too. I thought that was about Indians. Don't ask me why. Anyway.
Okay, I can kind of see next
one.
So I'm going to even tell you where this quote is coming from, and I still don't think anybody is going to know this movie quote. So there was another movie with helicopters that was made by the same people, and this will be my next quote. And it's the same movie as Top Gun, except for it's with helicopters. Meanwhile, Chester and Lucian will trade deaths down bottom. Nautilus is going to queue into the box. He is going to get Everfrosted. He is going to get queued. He's going to land his combo. Malphite, meanwhile, is going to land up. Viger is going to kite back and flash and collect a kill on Nautilus. Now the Malphite is going to get Everfrosted. Now he's in a box. He's going to get the Q. Kanye is going to come and say hello. And Braum on top. Passive is going to land. Vigar collects a double kill. CBT, 15 kills on this Vigar, is going absolutely crazy. He's got his Zonias. He's got his internal winner. He's got his Rabadons. He can pretty much delete people in one combo, and towers are falling. Inhibs are falling. They are back up.
Yep.
They should get 2 inhibs for this, and they're going to back up.
Unless they want to full send it, but they probably won't. Yeah, man, our smartphone Z is a menace this game. Shoot. None of us saw this coming. We thought, I mean, not gonna lie, Zai had a great early game, got some early kills, and they were looking really great, BYOB for the early game. But I don't know, man. It hit 20 minutes, and it's just turned into CBT's game. Don't get me wrong, Lucian is down bad. Lucian is down bad, but to be real with you, they don't need him right now. Vagar is doing enough damage for both of them.
Vigar, yeah, and it's gotten to a point now with this completed item from the Ornn, along with his Cosmic Drive, he's a 4-item Vigar that can hit a button, delete one guy, and then hit a combo and delete a second person. So unless they can get to him with a combo, there's no way that he doesn't delete 1 to 2 people starting out. So they're in a very, very difficult position. You're right. Even though the Lucian's had a bad game, they don't necessarily need his damage. But if they do get his damage, it's just a cherry on top. We are going to see some posturing in position. CBT does now have an 8K gold lead. Kanye is going to start his way towards the rest of the team there. They are pushing. I'm surprised they haven't rotated bot yet to take at least the first tier tower down. And instead are just kind of opting and posturing around the middle still. I don't know why. They just said, hey, let's go bottom.
No, they're showing respect. They're like, you know what, you guys won that one. You guys won that one. You can keep that. You can keep that as a sign of victory. But you know what? We coming for everything else. And that's pretty much what they've done here. Is this going to be a fight between these two? Yes, it is. Because Skarner's coming in.
Do you see the Skarner coming in? The Ornn is alone here. He is fighting pretty much alone versus 3. I don't know how long he's going to hold this out. He is making it comical. However, he is going to fall here shortly. He does take... he does get the burn off on him. He does eventually die, even though the flash comes out, but he's not able to escape in time. They are finally pushing bot. They did take 2 towers in the meantime of that particular fight. So it looks like they are on that tier 3 tower. And it does look like they are going to start posturing over for the dragon. It will
that was the ghost from Skarner, just wasted, by the way.
But yeah. I think he thought he was going to get there and pull the Lucian out until he realized he couldn't. And Kanye's already over the wall. It'd be interesting to see if they don't try to death. Yeah, I was going to say they need to put the Vigar in a death bush right now. Start the dragon. Let's see if anybody walks forward and the Vigar can delete if they come through. So even though they are down a player, they do take the dragon. It is going to be an Infernal Soul, which just is oh so great for this Vigar. Give him even more ability power. Why not?
Oh man, that's nasty. On top of everything that could be happening right now from BYOB, it's got to be an Infernal Soul. That's just rough, man. And that's a rough spot to be in for Skarner.
Skarner is going to run away, though. The Kanye, even if he's got the knock-up, they're not going to have enough. They're clearly just kind of like trying to get position for the Baron. See if anybody from BYOB steps in over, correctly. They don't need to chase a Skarner at this point. They know they've got Ornn pushing bot by himself. They have position. There is no vision from BYOB side on this Baron, and they know they're going to have to give it. But meanwhile, they're still going to push mid. They are not even bothering even attempting the Baron at this point. They're still pushing all the waves in, running a 3-1-1. And kind of an interesting here from CBT. They're going to wait for the lanes to push all the way through. They don't exactly need the Baron, but I'm surprised they're not just taking it off the board so BYOB can't do anything cheeky. Ornn is going to have the Skarner on top of him. Oh, the Kane looked like he was going to go for that Kaisa momentarily by himself. I think he thought he shouldn't. Meanwhile, the fight has started. The box is out. 2 people in the box, although the Malphite ult is going to land. The Lucian is backing up. They are kiting backwards. The Ornhorn is going to collect 1 person. However, the Lucian dies. The Xayah will fall to the Viger. Now the Viger and the Braum and the Malphite are in a struggle bus up here. The Braum and the Ornn and will eventually kill this poor Malphite. The Viger did eventually get collected. However, now Kanye is going to collect his damage. He does knock up. The Ornn is going to follow. They are going to suicide bomb into the tower to kill. And will the Ornn get away? Yes, the Skarner is now locked into combat with Kanye and the Braum. The Braum passive will get the stun on there. And so down goes BYOB. Mid does come back. I think that's the only thing to say. I think that was game.
No, both of them came back. Both inhibitors came back.
If the inhib didn't come back, that was game. So I think they got saved there. And so now they're going to have to go back on the town.
Xayah, you don't want that smoke. You should not get that close to that, man.
Xayah was walking forward and realized probably not. Now she's got help. Kanye is going to start running away. I don't know if he's going to take the spite. Kaisa says he wants the spite. But Kanye is in trouble here. He's going to flash ultimate. He doesn't land his combo. So CBT with a little bit of a misplay there. He didn't land his ultimate. His Ornn and his Braum were backing, and he decided to go for that. And again, this is what I was talking about. They should have just done this Baron when they had the chance to. Not so much that they needed it, but to deny it from a Xayah Kaisa combo. So now this Baron is going to go down really quickly. And CBT, big misplay here, even with an 8k gold lead, really needs to watch itself here, because a Kaisa and a Xayah, if you give them any amount of time, can do some serious damage to a base.
Yeah, I thought we were going to see the Cullen come in there, try to steal that Baron, but no, he just came in, popped the W. That's all he wanted to do. Anyway, that's second Baron of the game, going over to BYOB, or is this the first? No, it's the second Baron. Second Baron going over to BYOB. Oh man, posturing now. This is gonna be Dragon Soul. This is gonna be Infernal Soul coming up for CBT. But if BYOB get it, then they'll be able to maybe get the next one, maybe get the next soul.
Yeah, I'm not. The Vi is top. Viger's top. The Kanye is cleaning out the mid. So now you're in a situation where you're putting your Viger on a split push when your Viger's all your damage. He's your big damage. He should not be split pushing. He needs to get back in the position here. I think he's recalling. He's gonna go and immediately run. He's by violence. I mean, he needs to be in the spite. He doesn't need farm. He doesn't need to be pushing waves. He just needs to hit R and delete things.
Yeah, speaking of that, he has got his final items. Can we get an AP check on that man real quick?
Yeah, how much AP does this man? Would you see the fight started out? Ornn is trying to get position. The Malphite is here. The Lucian is in a really crazy spot. If he gets caught here, he's not going to like what happens. Meanwhile, the Ornn,
pop the plant.
I thought he was going to pop the ult and pop over the wall, but that's not what happened. All right, so Skarner is trying to position. He is going to ghost. He is going to run around on the other side. He is going to get caught. Braum already at 50%. Ornn at 50%. Ornn is going in. However, the Kaisa is going to run past.
Up and Kaisa get
deleted by the Viger. Malphite is running at this particular Viger. However, he can't get any damage on him because his team is just getting so low. Box comes out. Q combo lands. Lucian is finally getting some damage in, but the Viger is going to clean this up real quick. The Kanye there. Braum steps in front. Viger hits Q and says, "Thank you very much." He is now going to teleport into the base and start doing work here on the Nexus turret, on the inhib. He flashes for it. He says, "Give me this. Give me this game." CBT, thank you very much for my 10k points. being spent. I appreciate you guys so very much for making my dreams come true in this game with my points. I can say I have more points than Soul Keeper, and that is our game 3 for the evening. CBT winning the game with a 10K gold.
Did you win every one of your predictions except for the first one?
I did. I actually no, I won all 3 games.
You won all 3? Oh, I'm definitely a hater then. Yeah. So congratulations to everybody except for Astro because he won all 3, and that just makes me upset, like on a spiritual level. Congratulations to everybody who won. Congratulations to CBT. They're now taking second place, and they get their run back with Baron Buddies.
So they are going to get another shot here, but obviously Baron Buddies is the first seed. They are the second. Baron Buddies, I believe, gets pick of who they want to play. And there's a couple teams they got to watch out for at this time. I mean, even though BYOB lost this best of 3, they looked pretty solid in the second game. First game, they looked a little off. Even the third game, even though they were down, they were still fighting. They were still able to get the Baron. They just ended up not being able to get the damage onto the Viger they needed. They needed to. I mean, bot won its lane pretty well, even though Skarner that last game looked a little bit off because it couldn't really get to the Viger like it needed to. It kept going for the Lucian. It kept going for the Kanye when really the Viger was kind of should have been the target there. So all in all, great series. Our first best of 3. Like what I saw, like that we went the distance. So really good to see on our first best of 3 series. We did go the distance. There was no big blowout. First 2 games I think were mid-20s. This was almost a 40-minute game. But again, you go into a 40-minute game and you're letting a Vigar scale. That's going to be trouble. But interestingly enough, kudos Crockpot. You actually, Zaya finished first in damage. So. You shut my mouth. I think you win this game, honestly. If I'm being honest, if you were on that Samira, I'm just saying. I think you win that. You win that game if you have that Samira Nautilus combo going with the Malphite Skarner, honestly. But great last game.
You just get blown up by Vagar.
But you can get into the Vagar.
I don't think so. This Vagar, I think that's the reason he bought the Everfrost, man. Also, this Vagar had 3 defensive items. If we count Everfrost, it's 3 defensive items.
He did go the Everfrost route with the Zonias, and then getting a Banshees there at the end. So even though he went 3 defensive items, he did finish second in damage. He did have a great game. I mean, said 19, 2, and 8 on that Vigar. Pretty damn scary. And then Kanye getting some work done there. Glad you got to see Insei Kanye earlier, so very glad we got to get that out of you as well. I'm
unhappy about that happened. I hate this on the internet.
We did finally see a Braum come out though, but not the team I thought would be playing the Braum.
You saw a Braum? Oh well, you weren't here. There was a Braum last week.
Was there Braum? Oh yeah, there was. Yeah, there was Braum on Tuesday last week.
Didn't do too well.
And it got punished, right? Yeah.
It got very punished by the brand.
Yeah. It's the brand. Yep.
Yeah, so it didn't do too well then. Did a lot better now.
Well, I mean, for the evening, great round of games, guys. We love to see it. Best of 3, our first best of 3, and went the distance. 3 games in. That means that CBT will be second place. Baron Buddies obviously has first place for playoffs, which will start next week. I believe all of those except for the finals are best of 3, and I think the finals is best of 5. Could be wrong on that. Vision Soul, correct me if I'm wrong. Please. And thank you.
They'll correct us at some point.
So semis and finals are best of 5, and finals we have the potential to see the newest champion on the Rift.
At least for LXC, we're not having anything to do with Riot and their thing. Yeah. They'll be champions here. That's what's important. Bragging rights. Anyway. Anything else you want to bring up? Anything else you want to talk about these games?
Good job to both sides. Loved it. Was a slugfest again, as always. Last week was a slugfest. You brought it back and ran it back. And I believe we have the final seedings and the teams that will be playing. It looks like it will be Divine Temple versus EKG Hellfire, and BYOB will be playing BBG. Will be playing Brad Buster Gaming. So the buy will be through Baron Buddies. I believe they get the choice of the second game, so they can pick the winner of the Divine Temple EKG game, or they can pick the winner of the BYOB BBG game. I'll be interested to see what they do on that one, and then obviously CBT will be then playing whoever Baron Buddies does pick, and then we could potentially see Baron Buddies and CBT potentially in the finals, or we could potentially be seeing TDBYOB having to play CBT yet again, depending on what Baron Buddies chooses and if they can beat Brad Bolster Gaming. So it promises to get real spicy next week during the playoffs. So be sure to stay tuned to see the results. I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else?
Nah, man. Just good job, everybody. And we'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for the points. I'm Master Glider. We got our Augite. We got our producer Soulkeeper. You guys have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yep.
Save the day, restart, be the way so dark. Can't you see what's going on? You just lie so long, can't deny you're wrong. Feeling I all gone, I just wanna go alone. I'm just trying to prove that I'm the best. I don't do it for the money, for the cause, or for the chest. I got way too many people trying to put me through the test. I'm just feeling really good about myself without the rest. What you saying, what you saying, what you feeling? Coming back home slowly. What you saying, what you saying, what you feeling? So baby, let me know how I lost control. Save the day, restart, be the way so dark. Can't you see what's going on? You just lie so long, can't deny you're wrong. Feeling I all gone, I just wanna go alone. I'm just trying to prove that I'm the best. I don't do it for the money, for the cause, or for the chest. I got way too many people trying to put me through the test. I'm just feeling really good about myself without the rest. What you saying, what you saying, what you feeling? Coming back home slowly. What you saying, what you saying, what you feeling? So baby, let me